Buster. Give me a second.
Yeah, good. As he's doing that,
Down, pickle. Damn.
we'll go ahead and get started. So I wrote all kinds of stuff for the game today, and I did not write a summary because I'm an idiot. So we'll just go with it. Let's see how it goes. So, to summarize, I think if we go a little bit back, we know that Key has used the amulet to transport everyone to a place simply called the New World. You guys were all transported to this new something. We don't know if it's a new reality, new continent, what. You were able to find your ways outside of the ruins of Samas. You were able to locate and help out Stumpy, who was separated from you guys and out in the woods for a bit. From there, you guys met a pair of orc or Ahulian hunter brothers known as Kerbag and Sharn Fourbinder. They agreed to lead the group to the fold as you guys are still searching for Sophia. Upon arrival of the fold, you found out that an individual was tasked with watching Sophia, but she had run away in the middle of the night and snuck out of a window. You guys also met the chieftain of the fold, a man by the name of Macnock Darkhorn, who explained that Sophia did come to the village. He did agree to watch her. He put someone in charge of her, but that she ran away. He shared a little bit of his knowledge about what he knew from Urail and where you guys might be from. You had a conversation wherein you learned that Urail is a known continent, but everyone from Yurdos believes that Urail has been completely destroyed and the environment is non-conducive. The tale of settlers leaving Urail and coming to Yurdos is a childhood legend that is told on the island, but we're not really sure how much credence is in that legend as of yet. Theron was able to use his awesome tracking skills to follow...
It was Ronan!
Well, it was Ronan and Theron. It was a team effort. Ronan and Theron were able to use their tracking skills. Sorry, Theron tracked the footprints. Ronan smelled the blanket, right? Was on her scent.
Yeah,
and together, you guys were able to follow the footprints out of the town. You found a scuttle of footprints in the middle of a crossroad, one that led east, one that led west, and we believe that we saw Sophia's feet, or at least the feet of children, heading to the west. From there, on the road west, the first thing that you guys ran into was the feet prints, yes.
Footprints.
What you guys ran into was a city by the name of Azida. As you come onto the city, and this is kind of where we'll translate into the game. As you come onto the city, you see before you that the fields and trees around Azida appear to be decaying and dying as a result of the heavy smoke which fills the air. You pass farms with sparse crops as you enter into the main courtyard of the city. The air nearly chokes your lungs as it is filled with coal-induced smog. The city building, stained and dyed by the charcoal gray soot floating in the area, hum and churn with the sounds of grinding gears and coal-fueled forges. Two tall towers stand out. There's one large clock tower in the middle of the town and a walled citadel encircling a tower far to the north. You see one airship floating overhead, looking down at the city's red-roofed buildings in between puffs of smoke and fog. As you come into the city, you see a large crowd that all stands in the center, and they appear to be shouting at a group of heavily armed guards covered in black leather that are handling giant mechanical lizards. So you guys basically walk into the city. You're hitting the beginning of the city, right? You're just walking into the city gate, and you can barely make out what's going on, but you see a large crowd of angry people in front of you. You see that the crowd is made up of all types of individuals. You see halflings, you see dwarves, humans. What's probably very strange to you is you see constructs. You see Ahulian orcs, and you see goblins. So to give you guys just a little bit of a feel of what these individuals look like, you see some orcs dressed that way who are kind of walking around the city. They appear to be factory workers. In the same way, you see a bunch of goblins also walking around looking like that. They're carrying some tools. You see some knapsacks full of different wrenches and ratchets. Yeah, so you guys kind of see an angry mob full of factory workers in front of you. What would you like to do?
I guess I'm going to turn to everybody and say, well, best not to get involved.
I hate it here.
I kind of like it.
The plants are all dying.
Yeah, but look at all the places to hide.
This place is forsaken by the gods.
Are we in the city limits yet?
You are just getting in. You're just getting into the city limits. You've kind of like just walked through the gate. Basically, the crowd that's in front of you is so large, it's blocking your path to anywhere else. You can kind of make off that there seems to be a gap of buildings to the left and the right that appear to be like two pathways going down to the west and east. But you would have to figure out a way through, around, under, over this mob.
I'm gonna start shouldering through, see what happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna take lead here.
Yeah.
Just one tree.
We'll
Just
go
let me
ahead
pick
and
one tree.
I will move you to the map.
Holy
this
crap!
This is kind of like where you guys are at, and you're hearing like you're hearing very loud, angry chants from everyone kind of in the crowd.
Did you describe it?
What? Go ahead.
Sorry, did you describe the statue yet? Did I miss that?
No, I'm sorry. So you see the statue in the middle is a statue. I couldn't find a good one on Roll20, but is a statue of a very fit, younger-looking human who's dressed in very nice, like a very nice suit and ascot and vest. So clothes that would be new and weird for you, but he's very finely dressed.
It's a man?
It is a man.
Are we supposed to be able to control a character yet?
Yeah, you should be able to. Can you not?
No.
Oh, I see what I did. Now you can.
Alright, I can do it now.
Yep. So, as you,
Can I climb the roof?
yeah, you could try to. You have to make an acrobatics check.
Me?
No, Key, if she's climbing the roof.
Oh.
Yeah, so you hear a lot of like angry yelling from the crowd. So some lines that you kind of make out, you hear, oh jeez, you hear people yelling, "Alright, the boss hasn't paid us for weeks. We're not working anymore until we get our money." You hear from a distance, kind of in like a muffled sound, "You're not allowed to be here. Everyone, please leave the premises. Please disperse." You hear a villager crying out from the other side. "Look at these city guards. They're not doing anything. Come on, do something here." Yeah, you hear another villager kind of call out, "You guys need to get back to work. If you guys aren't working, the city stops." As this is going on, Key, you go to.
Oh gosh, no, don't narrate it.
You go to climb up one of the walls. You find a steel pipe that's kind of going along the wall. You climb up it, but it isn't strong enough to hold your weight. So as you get about like, we'll say like 8-9 feet up, it just snaps and you like fall back with it back to the ground.
Does anybody in the crowd notice?
You see a couple people kind of like look back at you, but nothing. No one,
No one
says
looks-
anything to you. Yeah.
No one looks concerned for me or anything I can
Nope,
use to
not
my
at all.
advantage? Nothing. Oh.
Fine.
He's very embarrassed and isn't going to do anything for a minute.
Is this right here like a little dwarf woman? I can't tell.
Yeah.
Which one? The one
She
there.
looks kind of short.
Yeah, I'll make her a dwarf for you. That's fine.
All right, I want to walk up to her then.
Yeah,
and ask her what's
absolutely.
going on.
So if you are trying, anytime you're trying to get through this crowd,
Uh-oh.
you're gonna need to either give me a athletics check where you are just moving people out of your way, or an acrobatics check where you're trying to duck and dodge. I know Roz said that she was trying to get through the crowd first, so Roz, if you want to give me one of those
sorry.
checks. No,
You
you're
can let her
fine.
go first. I nailed that roll though.
All right, so Roz, even with the 10, you're able to kind of get through people, but it's very difficult too. Right now, you guys are basically working through difficult terrain. So if we were to enter any kind of combat, it would take twice the movement to get anywhere.
Can I roll a perception check, see how they feel about me? Because
Yeah,
that's usually
absolutely.
my character's first move in entering cities.
Yeah, absolutely. And then after that perception check, I'll jump to you, Stumpy. Alright, so you rolled a 17. Yeah, so with a 17, as you're kind of like making your way through the crowd, you do see some like angry looks as you push your way through the crowd. You see a few people kind of look at you and then look you up and down. They seem to be more surprised by your clothes than really like your race. And the only people that you're kind of moving out of the way, they just seem to be upset at you because you're just like nudging them or shoving them through.
Okay, but they don't seem scared.
No, not at all.
Nice.
Nope. Yeah, so Stumpy, you got a 22, so you're able to like part of you is kind of just like walking under people, and you're able to just kind of like shove them out of their way due to your lower level of gravity. Yeah, so you make it up to the dwarven woman.
All right. I'm gonna ask her what the heck is going on here.
She's going to, let me grab my dice. So she's gonna turn to you, and she's gonna say, "It looks like the workers here have all stopped working. It looks like the boss hasn't been paying them, and the union's acting up. They're threatening to go on strike." I don't know what a dwarven female sounds like. They're threatening to go. How do I do a gruff voice that's yet also
Scottish.
feminine?
Got it.
I don't know if I can do a Scottish accent. But yeah, she explains to you that the union appears to be going on strike. It's up to you if you think Stumpy knows what a union is, or if that's something dwarves have.
I
I feel like
don't know. Mine's more of a lineage type thing. I don't think I know what it. All right, I'll ask her what the heck a union is.
Sure. So she gives you a weird look, and she looks you kind of up and down. She's like, What are you talking about? Where are you from that you don't know what a union is and you dress like that?"
I'm going to bluff and say that it was that mountain town that I lied about in the other town.
You can't understand me? Is it my diction or is it my microphone?
you can talk there.
Alright, so yeah. You...
Oh,
Okay, I got you. I think I know what's going on.
he's a little soft, but I hear him fine.
I hear him fine.
So you tell her that you were from Subculpa?
Is that what I said before?
Yeah.
All right. Do I need to make a deception check?
Yes, absolutely. Because she's gonna turn to you and she is like, "Oh, hey, yeah, I'm from the same place, obviously. Which clan are you with?"
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Drew, can you refresh?
Yeah, 1 second. What are you talking about? I do.
I see his face on the stream. I don't see it in here. So
I don't
it's
see
a
it in
glitch.
here either.
All right, give me a second.
On the stream, though, I could see it fine.
It's because I have 2 screens open. I have 2 Roll20s open. That's why.
But I want to be there.
Now do you see me?
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, cool.
Now do you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yay!
That's probably all it was. Yes. So what would you get for your deception roll?
9.
Oh, I missed all of that.
Let's see right through me.
Yeah. She looks you up and down and she says, no one from Subculpa dresses like that.
Uh-oh.
You have to mute yourself, babe, because it's still picking me up.
Oh my god, everything just froze. I hate this today.
Your picture disappeared again, Drew.
Well, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do then.
Can I also do a perception check to see if people think I look weird,
Yeah, go ahead. You make
especially
perception.
with my wolf next to me?
Sure.
I have a passive perception of.
Yep. Yeah, so Stumpy, she turns to you and she's like, "I've never seen anyone from Subculpa dressed like that." She kind of squints her eyes. "Where are you from?"
I'm from somewhere you've never heard of. It's a tiny little village. It's near whatever I said before. Sepulpa? Sepulpa? But we don't have unions where we're from. Oh, Michelle died.
Oh no. Pick up the track of Sophia's footprints. Yeah, Theron, go ahead and give me a perception. Iceland, what's your passive? 15? So you look around. Yeah, you look around. No one seems to be like paying much attention to you guys, or really kind of like take note of you. You do pick up that there appears to be there appears to be several different groups of people who are all kind of like angry at each other.
I know how I could distract them, but I think we'd get in trouble.
Yeah, let's not go to jail in a foreign country. Pat, pat, pat.
Do I hear her say that?
Yeah, if she says that in character, yeah.
What's your idea? Because I'm in.
Oh God.
I feel like if I just throw like a little like magic spell up, just where everybody can see.
I have
it.
a great idea. I will see
Yeah.
you at the same time.
Before they do
What
that,
do you-
can I stealth and move over to a wall?
Yeah,
Aaron
absolutely.
goes off to the left here looking for Sophia.
Do you feel like this would work? I feel like we're gonna get in trouble.
Well, how about this? They already think that we're stage players, so why don't we just lean into that a little bit and put on a show for them?
I know.
I like that better.
Well, do you think
Act out
they
the
would?
coming to your rail, or coming from your rail to here.
Do you think they would notice if it's magic, though? It's pretty obviously magic.
She makes like a face like this.
We do even know what science is at this point. Do we ever know?
It's metal magic, clearly.
I just want to fix the trees. Oh, it's so
Aaron says
upsetting.
to the group, let's not get involved here. We already have to find Sophia. We don't need to be getting involved in this city's politics.
Well, we want to too, but we got to get through this mob somehow, elf boy.
Alright, where's the
know that
boss?
Sophia's
Where's
footprints are through here?
Copperbolt? Yeah, go get Copperbolt! Yeah, I want to see Gundry!
Did I see the footsteps with a passive 16?
With a 16, you do see a pack of, even with everyone kind of walking around, you're still able to make out a pack of like smaller feet. They appear to be like children's-sized feet, that are going to the east.
Past the guards on the right. Awesome.
All right, if you've found the path, we'll just have to clear away.
So you guys see the guards on the east? They're kind of just standing there.
Where? I don't.
Over here.
These guys?
Yeah, they're kind of just standing there. They're
Oh.
they're looking around, watching everything happen.
I have an idea then. We can just walk over there and tell them we're ready to go back to work.
Do you?
Gonna cross the picket line?
Excuse me. Do you see our clothes? Do we look anything like them? Do you think they're really gonna believe?
Oh, listen, I just
work?
think Roz's theater idea was a pretty great idea. She says her name in the third person.
I like I like look at you. I'm like, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to put some druid craft on all these trees and make them look nice again.
That's not theater.
It is everything.
Citizens, workers, disperse! This is your last warning.
Shite. We need to
Well,
pick
if we don't do
something.
something soon, we're gonna have to fight people.
Theron walks up to the guards.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Do we
what
have
is
to
it?
roll to get
Acrobatics
to
through?
Yeah, so
athletics.
you have to roll either an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Nice.
Yeah, Theron,
Walk
so
through
you,
like a
you
leaf
get
in the
there.
wind.
You get there.
I'm gonna see if maybe Ronan can just like howl and like disperse people because it doesn't look like there's any animals walking around, and I feel like he'd be really weird.
So there's no animals walking around, but it's also not enough to like grab anyone's attention.
Can I make him howl really loud and see if it'll be like distracting enough to just move people?
I don't think a wolf's howl wouldn't be loud enough to disperse like an angry mob.
With a 14, can I follow Theron?
With an acrobatics, yes.
Yes.
So you get to Theron. So go ahead and
Fine, let's
move
just
yourself.
go over there. All right, I also got over there.
A 17. Okay. So keep your tokens right now. Keep your tokens where they are. No, you can move back where you were, babe.
I was over here. I made it all the way over here. I
All
made
right.
it where he was because.
So a few things start happening, right? So you hear, you again kind of just hear the mob starting to get more and more riled up. As you guys are trying to make your way through, the farther you get into this mob, the more and more like pressure that you start feeling. It's starting to turn into like the mosh pit, right? You're getting enclosed within other people. Finally, you hear, as the mob gets angrier and angrier, you hear a loud crashing noise. As you see, a orc in the past has thrown a barrel through a glass in one of the windows. At the same time, you hear someone call out, "Alright, it's the guards! They're coming after us! Quick, push into them!" The mob starts pushing forward.
Oh, Jesus.
We made a mistake.
You hear a very loud gunshot go off, as you just hear the rest of the crowd scream. Let's see. So right now, all of you need to give me, again, either a athletics or an acrobatics check.
Let me just roll and see what I get. I'd fail, whatever it is.
Yo, I natty one.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Acrobatics.
I have a +7 modifier and I natty one.
Wait, hold on. It's an acrobatics.
Oh,
I
got
did
a
that
natty
on
one
my
too.
other
I
one.
didn't see
Acrobatics
that. I didn't
or
see mine show up.
athletics.
Wait, that was a
I
D2.
got
Okay.
I got a 7.
Alright. So
I got a 20.
I got a 12. Ignore the first one. It was a D2.
Okay. So
Absolutely.
anyone
Right.
D2.
I-
That'd be
I
a
missed that.
terrible way to
I
play.
flipped a coin and I got tails.
Alright. So anyone who is under 12, as this crowd pushes in, You're not strong enough to kind of withhold, or maybe like someone just happens to knock you off kilter. But you are knocked prone. You're kind of knocked down to the ground as this crowd continues to push against you and step on you.
If I got 12, am I okay? Or
Yeah, with the 12, you're fine.
Okay.
Anyone who
Ruby, what was your rule? Oh, there it is, 16. So you're okay. Just Iceland and Ross.
Anyone who failed took 2 points of damage.
Wow, fucker.
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Can I turn around and help her up?
Yeah, you can try to, if you want to go and try to like get her up.
She's right behind me.
She's literally, I'm right there.
Yeah, it would be a strength check.
Oh God.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, Iceland.
You got this. I believe in you. Can I be like reaching for her
Strength,
hand?
nothing else.
Can I reach for her and like assist her technically by trying
She's
to get
assisting
her
you.
I know, but can I like give her advantage if I'm trying to grab her and like help not make it like all her?
Yeah, I'll let her roll at advantage if you see what she's doing and you're trying to like get up.
Yeah, with passive perception of 15, I'll probably see it.
17 then.
Yeah,
My first
17.
roll.
Yeah, so you're able to
Yeah,
get her up.
Yeah.
So, in order to, you guys see the exits kind of here and over here.
Nope.
No, I don't think you did, Russ.
I got you, girl.
So we're gonna enter kind of like a pseudo initiative. You guys don't have to roll or anything, but keep in mind that like as you're moving, this is difficult terrain. Every time that you move, it's either going to be in athletics or acrobatics to see if you succeed at where you get, or if you get knocked prone and take damage. Theron, you see kind of right next to you, you see one of the villagers turn over to the guards, and they kind of shout like, these guards aren't doing anything! They're worthless! And he picks up like a rock from the ground and throws it at one of them.
during that distraction, can Theron literally just try to walk past like he knows exactly where he's going and just goes like he owns the place?
Yeah, go ahead. See if you can go ahead do athletics acrobatics.
Nope.
So
Follow my ass.
as
Do
you
I see that happen?
Yeah, you guys, everyone sees what you kind of see, right? So as Theron starts walking out, you see a rock get thrown at one of the guards. You start trying to push through them. The guard turns and sees you, and he yells out to the other guards, they're pushing in on us! And he just comes over and like shoves you down.
2 points of damage.
Let's see. You would no, you won't take any damage because he's just shoving you down. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
As an interaction, I just say to him, I'm just trying to get back to work.
Yeah, he doesn't really seem to take any mind of that. He pushed you down, and now he's looking for the next person who's coming after them.
is there any other way to go around, or do we have to go east?
Well, the way that we're supposed to be
East is
going.
where the footprints were.
Yeah,
Yeah, but maybe we could do a big circle.
you see a road that leads east, or you see an opening that leads east and an opening that leads west.
I really want to just cast a spell. I feel like it would disperse everybody.
And you'd get arrested.
I know I would, but
Only-
I mean, it's
See
worth
it.
in Skyrim.
It's not like I couldn't.
Hey, careful where you do that magic.
maybe if I just make it look like it's not me. It's just like kind of make it appear somewhere else.
It's pretty loud. You might be able to get away with it.
Key Burrito gave you advantage on your next roll.
Aw, thanks.
I want advantage.
I'm gonna pull a Witcher. I'm prone. Can I still throw like a rock from the ground?
Yeah, where are you trying to aim at?
Distraction.
West.
West?
Behind everybody.
You're trying to throw a
She's pulling a Witcher.
You're trying to throw a rock?
Yeah, throw a rock. See if anybody hears it and goes that way.
Okay, so it's kind of hard to like, I mean, yeah, this is like an angry mob, right? So they're very loud.
Okay, it's a
but
big rock. It's
if
a
you would,
boulder.
yes, if you would like to,
Boulder.
well, here, would you like to also grab something and throw it through a window?
Grab a person.
Hell yeah, I would.
Yeah, so you see in the streets boxes and barrels and
Do I have
yeah.
to roll to get up from prone?
No, it's just half your movement.
Okay.
I'm not gonna like keep making you guys roll just when you try to move.
Do I have a barrel near me to throw through a window?
Yeah, so they're just to your left. You see some barrels and boxes lined up.
Well, I'm gonna throw it into a window over here, near me and Stumpy.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. So you so you pick up a box and you throw it through the window. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
My favorite.
I figured.
If I can find it.
We just keep rolling natties.
That's rough.
Yeah, with a 12, that's fine. So you're able to pick up a barrel that maybe feels like it's full of like some kind of liquid, and you just throw it through a window as it shatters. With that, you hear a villager cry out like, "Hey, they're destroying the buildings! Gods, come on, do something!" You're gonna hear another person kind of cry out, and he says, "These guards aren't gonna do anything. They're worthless. They're worse than Copper's men." As the mob continues to kind of like push forward into the guards and the men in black
Damn.
with
Can
lizards.
I like secretly cast a spell to see if it'll distract anybody?
It's very loud. I feel like you should get away with it.
I feel like you should.
That would be a stealth check, right?
I feel like you should do whatever you want. It's your character.
So yeah, if you're trying. Oh, okay, I see what you. So if it is a
To make it look like it's not me, but to just have like
Okay.
random little things appearing.
It depends on the spell. If it is a spell that takes hand movements, it would be sleight of hand. If it's a spell that takes words, it would take a stealth.
Let me see what it does.
Hey, are these shops? They're breaking the windows too.
As they're warehouses.
Ah.
Verbal and somatic. So I would just kind of be like, oh, jeez.
But actually, yeah, what you do
Whisper
see is as Roz breaks open another window, you see a group of guys who are like, "Oi, come on, grab what you can!" They kind of climb into the houses
Oh, no.
and are like starting to loot.
I go that way. I'm rolling Iceland does her magic.
Oh man, I'm gonna start just kind of. So I'm gonna rub my hands like through Ronan's fur and kind of like hide that I'm moving my fingers in his fur,
Okay.
as if I'm just petting him. And I'm just gonna like look as if I'm trying to whisper to him, like, "Oh, you're such a good boy." But I'm actually gonna be whispering little incantations. I'm just gonna have like little flowers just start kind of appearing all over the trees and all over that statue.
Okay. What kind of spell is it?
It is a cantrip.
What, predestination, or is it
It's Druidcraft.
Druidcraft. So you're going to have flowers start sprouting out where?
Just from all the trees that are like look like they're dying, as well as just kind of like trying to
Okay.
on the statue.
Sure. So
But I
The
don't want it to look
trees are mainly like outside near the farms, but there's some like kind of dead looking bushes and stuff inside. So you want flowers to kind of start.
just start kind of like going everywhere.
Yeah, so give me a Key, you made it over there, but give me a strength check. All you see are a bunch of boxes. If you want to try to rip a box open or pick it up. Yeah, go ahead, give me a sleight of hand check.
Let me see what I get as modifier. Oh, please let that be good enough. I got +1, so a 13.
13. Yeah, so you
I feel like I have somewhat advantage because
what do your flowers look like?
So they just kind of look like tiny little rose petals that kind of like spread open and have like more and more petals just kind of come out. They're like lots of different colors. They're just kind of like poof, little like flowers everywhere. And I'm just like, I look kind of pleased with myself because like the dying bushes look very green and like flowery now. And I'm just like, it looks so much better.
Okay.
And also, they're just kind of like covering that statue as if he's got like a little like crown and like whole robe of flowers. And I'm just like,
All right, so you see that the guards that are dressed kind of more regally in the red to the right, you see that they are paying more attention to the crowd, trying to like look at the people who are coming at them. Which, since Theron has gone up, there are some civilians who are starting to like push into those guards. You see the people dressed in black with the lizards to the north. They don't seem to notice. You do see a few people around this statue notice, and you see them look over, and they're like, "All right, something's growing on the statue. There's magic, witch! There's a witch!" And as he shouts that, you see everyone start like pushing forward, trying to get out of the way. So yeah, the crowd is just kind of like moving more now, right? And like a lot of people are trying to just move away from the statue.
Stumpy asked to join the looters.
What's up?
Stumpy asked to join the looters.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Join the
So,
loot. I heard liquid sloshing in that barrel. I want to check it out.
yeah, so you go into the
Oh
warehouse.
no, you're gonna get the hardcore whiskey.
Are you, if you're trying to open a barrel or a box, go ahead and give me a strength check. If you have a crowbar, you can give me a strength check with advantage.
Ooh, do I have a crowbar?
Do I have a crow? I do have a crowbar.
I sure
You
do.
have a crowbar.
Why
I
don't
sure
you have a crowbar?
It's in my thieves kit. I'm gonna roll mine again. 20, not 20. Do I get my box open, Drew?
Yes, you do. So you get your box open. You see rows and rows of bars of copper.
Take it.
How many can I carry?
I don't know. How much does a copper bar weigh?
Let me see if it's in there. Stumpy rolled a 15.
There, I rolled an 8 and a 15.
8 and 15. Yeah, so Stumpy, you kind of go over, you rip the top off of a barrel, and it looks to be like some kind of ale. Actually, no, not ale. Sorry. Retcon that. You see... What would you see?
Fancy drink.
You see a gooey black liquid.
What the
Wait,
frick?
oh,
Alright, can I
you found
try to analyze it?
Oh.
Yeah, you can go ahead and give me a
Intelligence?
intelligence check.
Oh god.
If you can see if you can identify what this liquid is.
I'm not very smart. Alright, I got an 20 with -1.
Oh, you got a nat 20? Yeah, so with a nat 20, you remember some dwarves from Urail have been experimenting with, yeah, some kind of like strange black liquid that they've been trying to use in like advanced mining contraptions. Yeah, this is oil. Yeah, so you can key if a copper bar is 5 pounds each. How many you want to grab and carry?
4.
Jesus. How much do you weigh?
Not very much. I only need to carry it far enough to buy new clothes. And excuse me, will you trade these copper bars for new clothes?
As all this stuff is going on, you see kind of off in the distance, you see these very large towers. You hear a foghorn noise as you hear a billowing of ash and smoke that comes out of this tower to the north. As it shoots up, that ash starts to kind of rain down on parts of the town. And it starts messing with your vision.
I'm glad Stumpy and I are inside.
Gross.
I'm dead.
When I do that, how far can you guys see?
We can see literally nothing.
Yeah, I'm
see
completely
myself.
black.
I don't even have like a little view circle.
I don't even have
We don't have anything. You fucked it up.
Alright, let me just do this then. I won't do it that way.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
We died. Everything is back. I can see Ronan. But he's just attached.
There you go.
Okay, now I have a small circle,
Yay.
like 15 feet or something.
Something like that.
Roz, what would you like to do?
25.
Well, I want to use this new cover to the advantage to keep moving right.
Okay, yeah. Before you move your character, well,
Sorry.
before you move your character, give me athletics or acrobatics.
Look at this cat. She's so good and perfect. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're fine. You're able to push your way through.
Okay. How far am I allowed to go?
As far as your speed and difficult terrain.
What does that mean?
Hello.
Half your speed.
Okay,
Half
so
your,
20
yeah,
feet.
half your speed, sorry.
Hello, baby. You are so cute. Thank you for the kisses.
Why can't I move myself? Oh.
Oh, lovely kitty kisses.
Okay, looks like I'm next to Iceland now.
You made it. I whisper over to you. I'm like, they didn't like my magic. But I seem kind of like giddy and like thinking that it's funny.
Citizens, workers, last minute, please disperse or otherwise force will be used.
I think we
Go
gotta make a
ahead,
break
give
for
it
it.
to me, you
Yeah,
bloke.
Theron tries to get up
Okay, I mean, yeah, you can stand up.
and tries to get past the guards again.
So yeah, Theron,
you.
as the guard push you
Yeah,
down, you
I-
notice that some of the other kind of like citizens behind you thought that you were charging the guards, and then kind of like took note of that, and then they started charging the guards. So now you see that the guards are also busy with people pushing against them.
Alright, then I try to just sneak past them.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
all just try and.
So it's still, even with a sneak, it's still like an athletics or acrobatics to get past
Okay.
them.
Okay, then
14, yeah. So is this acrobatics?
yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to do a nice kind of monk like spin or dodge, right, to kind of like get your way out. So, Theron, I will take you to a new map first. That's your reward for winning.
Yeah, I want to win.
Huzzah!
You can,
I did not.
I don't have a token, right? I can just see where we're
no,
at.
yeah, that's just the map of the city.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to the east.
Yep, so you
I-
see where the crowd is, you're kind of going east a little bit, yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Stumpy, what are you doing?
I'm going to chug my water skin full of booze and then fill up the oil with it.
Okay.
And then I see Key grabbing some bars. I'm gonna grab some of those bars too. I'm gonna say I want to get on some of this action.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
5
I go,
pounds
this
each,
place is the
but
best. We gotta go second places again.
I
You
know,
see-
right?
you see some goblins and orcs kind of like doing the same with you.
I'm like passing them out of the box. I
Oh,
opened.
Lawrence,
Here,
get
take
over
it.
here. Grab what you can, it's free.
All right. Then as a bonus action, I'm gonna pop my little speed boost,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna start sprinting over where I saw the rest of the group last.
Did some of the people move away from where I was because of the flowers?
They didn't move away from where you were, they moved away from the statue.
Unhelpful. But there's people by the statue in front of me.
30, 40.
Make
Well,
them
yeah, because it's still like a large crowd. They can only push so
Can
far.
you see my arrow?
Yes.
My instant. I can see it actually. I'm in the middle of the statue, so I gotta go this way-ish.
Thank you for the boob.
Yeah, I think that's outside the base of the statue where you're pointing. It's just the head hangs over. I think you're good there.
Yeah, you're fine right there.
I'm not getting out of this area. I got a
Alright, so I'm
7.
about there, I think.
Did I fall again? I got an 8.
You got an 8, yes. So again, Iceland, as you start moving, you get the crowd pushes forward. You get knocked down and crushed again.
Do I take more damage?
Yeah, you take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god!
Roz, you see this because you're kind of right next to Iceland at this point, so you see her get knocked down and kind of crushed underneath the crowd.
Holy crap! Well, obviously I'm gonna help her if it's my turn.
This is so much. I can't deal with it.
Alright, I think I'm good to get there. I got a 19.
19, yeah, Stumpy, you're able to, again, just kind of like lower center of gravity, just knocking the hips out of your way.
You're like my sister in crowds.
It's literally like.
That's right, your sister's always, she's shorter, isn't she?
Yeah.
So,
Please make it stop, Ross. Please help me. I can't do this. I'm gonna fucking die from this crowd.
Well, if I come back on you, I'll help you.
No, Ross is like right next to me.
She's probably better help in a crowd than I am.
Probably a little bit. Just a little bit. Hi, BB. Oh, thank you.
Alright, Key, what are you doing?
Hello there. You are such a good kitty.
Key, what are you doing?
Oh, I want to. Well, I guess if they're all getting through the guards, I'll try and do that.
Okay.
Can I run across the base of the statue if it's less difficult terrain, or do I have to go around?
It's still difficult terrain, but you can, you
Yes,
have to
but
go-
I don't lose movement for going up the statue because I have second story work.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so if
So
you're
it
trying
should
to, like,
be shorter for
you're
me.
trying to, like, climb around the statue, yeah, you can,
Yeah.
you still have to give me an acrobatics check, but yeah, I'll give you that.
24.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Now I can actually move. Otherwise, it's gonna take forever.
I know. Did I get helped up yet, or am I still just like on the ground? I feel like I'm never gonna get anywhere because I keep rolling really low.
So, you hear, citizens, workers, you have ignored the warnings. We will now begin using force on the crowd. You're gonna look up and you see that the mechanical lizards are now starting to charge with electricity.
Oh shit, is that what I'm standing next to?
Yes.
Oh no! Somebody please get me up, please.
Yeah, so we're doing this in order though, right? So I can't help you up yet.
Well, we're not really doing an order. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, then I'll help.
Yeah, this is like a
Iceman up.
pseudo initiative.
And I'm gonna shoulder shove everyone else in her way, out of her way.
Yes,
I'm gonna
yes,
pick her
please.
straight up like a small child. She is but a light piece of hay in my strong arms.
Yes.
I free her, and I look amazingly like a womanly Henry Cavill as I hoist her into the air.
Does your hair like flow in the wind?
Oh, absolutely. It's
Do you
beautiful.
make a grim face while saying "fuck"?
Well, he has to say.
Fuck.
Yeah, there you go.
I seem a little taken.
I wink.
Oh damn.
There's a little bit of the pink flowers of an anime in the background.
It's my turn.
Okay. Theron's already freed.
Oh yeah, well can I carry her that way? That away?
Because I feel
You
like
can
falling down.
carry her, but in order to continue going through, it would be an athletics check at disadvantage because
no.
now
Okay,
you're
well then
trying
I'm putting her down because I'm already halved.
you're on your own.
Bitch can walk. What, am I still halved? Am I still half speed from being prone still? That's still a thing?
I feel like we're just.
I thought you were stood up.
I am stood up.
Yeah, I thought that was like your
It's half
last.
speed just from difficult terrain.
Yeah,
It's
you
You
Yeah,
had
had
to
been
crowd.
half
prone
your
for a
speed to
while.
get up from being prone.
So I'm still half speed, so I can still only go 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, please, somebody just. So she's already helped me up, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start clearing the way. You can follow me. I'll
Yeah,
be
I'm
a little
gonna. Like,
bulldozer.
Okay.
Me and Ronan are gonna go.
If Roz is gonna push away forward for you, you can roll at advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Can I
go-
jump?
I'm gonna like have me and Ronan like real close behind her.
Do I have to roll another athletics?
Okay, so I did really well this time.
No, you rolled in athletics to get through already, didn't you?
I got.
Roz?
Not this turn.
Oh,
I
yeah, you
got-
gotta roll another one.
I got a dirty.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, we did it.
Yeah,
We did.
so Roz and Iceland, you guys are fine.
Can I jump down and follow them quickly since I can see them from the statue?
Yeah, you can jump down. You're still gonna give athletics or acrobatics to get through the crowd with them.
Come with me.
Do I get advantage since I'm trying to follow them closely too, or no?
What'd you say?
Since I'm trying to follow them closely too, do I get advantage or no?
Well, you weren't as close to Roz as Iceland was.
Okay, well then I got a 10.
You got a 10. Okay, so with a 10, you're gonna get to how far do you go?
Well, I can get to here without losing any movement because I'm still in the statue, but then 30 feet. So
30
I've
feet.
I have 15
So,
feet to navigate,
you're
so I can
gonna-
do.
You're gonna get to about where that 25 feet is. You're gonna
Okay.
get to there. Roz, have you already moved with Iceland?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't move my guy. I'm sorry.
but you have like moved.
Oh, you don't see your guy?
I didn't move it.
I would.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Here we go.
So, you're gonna get to about their key until also you're trying to like run up behind them, but the people close in just before you get there, and you now get knocked down and trampled on,
Oh no.
and you take 6 bludgeoning damage
Holy crap!
as these some of these large orcs or ironclad individuals kind of start walking over you.
Oh my god.
Roz and Iceland, you see this. Stumpy, what are you doing?
I'm going to start walking in the opposite direction of the lightning lizards.
Okay.
I'm going to head south.
Oh, it's a good move.
I guess I'll
like
just try
clear
double
that
time.
area of my druid craft.
I can't see squat. Do I have to roll anything?
Yes, you have to roll an athletics or acrobatics. Anytime someone moves, You guys have to roll that.
We need to go. Somebody needs to go help Key. She fell and somebody's trampling on her.
I
Oh
think
my
it's
god.
lagging. There we go.
What did you get?
13.
Yeah, that makes it.
All right.
Oh my god.
Stumpy legs.
People need some fucking
All right.
decorum in this place.
So as Stumpy moves out of the way, where's my stuff?
Can't see shit.
10 feet.
Uh-oh. What the hell is that?
So
What is that?
Oh
you guys see. So you guys see the lizard start like
Oh,
start
fudge.
grinding up with this electric energy, and then you're going to see electricity shoot out and jump in between each lizard as it shocks anyone who is within 10 feet of them. So you see kind of like this first wave of the crowd all get like electrocuted as they fall to the ground.
Roz, hurry up and go get Key.
It's.
And then
I'm gonna yell at her. Don't,
then it goes
it's
away.
fine. Run.
The lizards are set to stun. These people are stunned. Please disperse.
Spend half my movement to get up, right? And then I rolled a 14 to walk.
Okay, with a 14, yes, you make the rest of the way to the.
Oh, thank
east.
God. Okay. I was going to
Okay.
turn around, but
Oh Jesus. Okay, we go.
All right, Stumpy.
I'm slowly working my way across.
Yeah.
Oh, Stumpy, no.
Alright, I'll keep moving. Uh-oh. Getting weaker and weaker every roll.
12. You make it. Go ahead and move.
Right there.
It's half. What's your speed?
I'm-
You're dashing.
I'm
Gotcha.
dashing, yeah.
Right. Okay. So then
Getting
you're gonna
there.
have to make it about one more time. So go ahead and do another roll.
Oh, come on.
You
Oh,
have an
God.
advantage that somebody gave you if you want to
That's
use
true.
it.
You do have an
Uh,
advantage right now.
Alright, I'll pop the inspiration and re-roll that.
There you go. He saved you because the 10 would have failed. But yes, this time you're able to kind of like, you guys see the crowd kind of start moving before you see Stumpy like push his way out.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
It's time to go. We're leaving.
Did everybody catch up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, everyone is going to join Theron in the new map of Ajita.
ooh, I like this.
So
This
you
is where
guys
Theron
have-
wants to go.
This
So,
is a
quick aside-
slamming map.
This is the website that I paid for so that I can make custom maps that look as cool as this. It's Incarnate. It's really cool. It's like $25. I love it. I made this in like 20 minutes.
I'm gonna have to make something crazy for the one shot.
But yeah, so you guys are. I don't have. Actually, I can make tokens for you. Here, let me.
There's an orphanage.
That's where Theron wants to go.
We're
Look,
going to the
Talk about the
Yeah.
spamming of your clicking.
We're going to the orphanage. We're going
There's
to
no-
the orphanage.
He
There's
wants
no
to go to the
bar.
orphanage.
As
Where did it G? There it is. All right, so we'll put. Do you guys see your little token?
No.
oh yeah, we little.
Oh, Jesus, we're really...
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you can see a little bit better. So yeah, you guys just got east out of the large crowd.
I'm
I
not
want to go to
clickable,
the
though.
orphanage.
We're going to the orphanage, and we're done with this crazy place once we find Sophia.
Okay.
I kind of like grabbed Keisha. After this.
Okay. So you guys make your way into. You make your way out of the crowd, further into the town. Again, you see the fog and the soot that's kind of obstructing your vision. You're just able to make out a sign that is. Oh, excuse me. A sign that is hanging outside of a large stone and iron building with a very strong-looking red roof. You guys see a sign that's hanging out that reads Bloomy's Orphanage. You see Theron kind of turn back to the rest of the group and tell you guys to head there. So you walk just before the door entering the orphanage.
Yeah, we going the fuck to the orphanage.
You go in.
Yep.
Yeah, we go in.
Okay.
Yeah,
you all
yeah.
die because it was shock trapped.
No,
Alright.
whatever. It's
Alright.
an orphanage.
Okay, we're done.
It's a
Later.
tarp.
Oh, we did.
Alright. You guys make your way into the orphanage. So, you look around, you see a building that appears to be like older themed than everything else that you've seen so far in the city. Older themed, but very very lovely and comfortable. You see around some of they're not on the screen here, but you see around some of the tables small children of different races and genders. You see some small orc children, some small dwarf children. They're playing games of cards and chess and dice kind of at each table. You see some snacks that were like put out in front of them. Overall, the kids kind of seem fairly happy. In the corner, you see a older but well put together woman, probably a human woman, probably in her, you're gonna guess in her late 70s. She's just sitting in a rocking chair with a book open. She doesn't look up at you, but hears you walk in. And she'll kind of say out loud to the group, welcome, parents-to-be, but I'm afraid the orphanage is closed at this moment. You see, it's very dangerous to keep our doors open with all that ruckus outside.
I'm just gonna ignore her and be like, "Where's Sophia?"
Can I sit at a table with some of the kids?
Yeah, absolutely.
There does the perception check.
Yeah, go ahead. Perception check.
As well. 70, 18, 19, 20. We also, let me see, because I also
So,
got...
Theron with a 23.
and I have a 20.
Is there something specific that you're looking for?
Sophia?
Yeah. You don't see Sophia. You see,
Alright.
you do see a bunch of kids.
Alright.
Your 23 perception, you realize that the footprints that you were following did come to this building.
Okay.
Iceland, you say that, and she kind of looks up at you, and she's like, "I'm sorry, ma'am, but I don't know who you're talking about."
Well, I mean,
Insight check.
rolled,
Is she being truthful?
Sure.
I rolled a 22.
Passive 16.
Passive 16.
Yeah.
You see that she's very uncomfortable. You don't know if it's because she's lying or because you guys just kind of like barged in and you're wearing strange clothes and demanded to see someone named Sophia. But you can tell that she is uncomfortable. Let me show you what she looks like since we're starting to talk to her more.
If it's not.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. I say to her, we apologize for being rude, but we're searching for a traveling companion of ours. She's quite young, a small half-orc child with a red eye and a blue eye. We have reason to believe that she may have come here.
Yes, young man. I would assume that if you looked over my children, you would already recognize her, but frankly, I don't have the child that you're looking for here.
Alright, now I'm going to roll another insight check on that response.
Go ahead. Key, the kid's eyes grow wide as you start bringing out money. Alright, 25. So yeah, with the 25, you can tell that she appears uncomfortable. She also, she seems to know something that she's holding back.
So as Roz is watching this, she's and there's like young orcs around, and it's making her think of Sophia, and she misses this girl and wants to protect her, and so she comes up to the old lady and decides for once in her life to not intimidate an old woman. But just like there's kind of tears welling up in her eyes, and she's like, please, if you know anything or have seen her, please, like, I need her back. And I'm assuming I have to roll a persuasion check.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, not gonna work, is it?
Can I help her?
I mean, you're playing with the kids, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Hold on a second. Give me a second here.
Very persuasive. I was gonna get up and help, but I am playing with the kids.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna help though, and I'm
There
gonna
you
go
go.
over to her, and I'm like,
I gave Roz inspiration so she can re-roll it.
You can't
Oh,
do that. You
yeah.
guys gonna break the game.
Oh, Steve gave me inspiration. That doesn't count.
There you go. Arson gave it to Roz.
yay!
You can go ahead and
Yeah.
reroll Roz.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So with a 19.
Thanks, Arson.
Yeah. So what do you say to her?
I say, please, like, if you've, let me. If you've seen anything, if you've heard anything, if you know of this child, she's a half-orc. She's very striking. You'd know if you'd seen her. Please, she's not an orphan. She's my family.
So she'll kind of put her glasses down into her book and close it. And she'll look up at you in the eyes for the second. Are you a mother?
Yes.
Are we about to?
Not
Does Stumpy
child.
say that?
What?
Stumpy says in the corner, yes.
As you roll a nudge, I go, yes.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, I see. Yes. Yes. Yes, I am.
I think you gotta roll
Seems-
deception now.
But it's.
It would seem a bit strange for a mother who appears or claims to care for her child to lose one's child and search for them in an orphanage. Anyone with a passive perception at 12 sees these kids practicing, like, picking each other's pockets with Key snickering.
I look over at Key and I glare at her like, "What are you teaching them?"
They're in size and shakes his
Basic
head.
skills to survive.
Go ahead, Roz.
She's not my child. She's just. Where is she?
Chat's giving you suggestions. They also gave Key advantage.
Yeah.
If you're not,
I've never got an advantage.
so
My
you,
second-
you claim to be a mother. Now you are lying to me. I'm not feeling very comfortable.
I'm not a
talking to
mother
you,
of this
ma'am.
child. Can we move on?
So you're mother to a child.
No.
I hope that you have not lost any of your other children.
Oh
Well, I
dear.
hope that you don't want to lose your face.
I'm gonna
Escalated
come
quickly.
over.
So I'm getting really angry, and I'm like, I can't be nice to this old lady anymore. And I'm just hoping somebody intervenes quick.
I'm intervening. I'm walking over, and I'm gonna just be like, "Please, she's very special. She belongs with us, and we need to find her."
Yeah, roll persuasion.
Boop. Let me see what my modifiers are, because I think I have some good ones. Yeah, I have +5 on persuasion. I rolled a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. What makes it so important for you to find this young Erdosian?
We found her in a very bad situation, and we've taken her out of. We're the ones that brought her here. We need to bring her home. She's lost. She's in a place that she's not even close to being used to. She doesn't know anything about this place. Neither do we. We just want to go home, but we need her first.
She looks you up and down. And where is home? Where are you from?
Oh, not this
Elf?
conversation again.
We're not. I feel like you won't believe me if I tell you, but I start trying to like just tell her honestly that we're from Urail, right?
Mhm.
Urail, so that Urail, we came here very mysteriously. We don't understand how we got here, but she is also from there, and that we need to go back.
So,
Yeah, fucking roll that shit.
so you come into my orphanage, and you ask me to give a child to a liar and a lunatic.
I'm not a liar. She doesn't say whether or not I said lunatic.
The lady turns back to Roz. If I knew where
Fuck you,
this child
Jen.
was and I gave you that information, what would you do with it?
We would find her and take her home. Where she belongs. I
Alright.
feel like if you've met her, you would know that this isn't where she belongs.
Well, you're right in one thing. This is not where she belongs. And you see that she's not here.
But you know where she is.
I might.
You do.
She smirks. I might.
And
Well,
where
what-
might that be?
What do we have to do to prove to you that you can trust us?
How is it in my interest to give you the information that you want?
What do you want? Do you want money?
If she says yes to that, Key's gonna give her the dirtiest look.
Do you want protection? Do you want muscle? What do you want? I will give you anything.
You see her kind of like look over thinking.
Incidentally, how many crowns did I lose to the kiddos?
I haven't been looking at that.
I gave 2 crowns to every kid who participated in my lessons.
Every single kid did. So a kid for each chair there. So we'll say 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So 6 crowns.
Done.
I will tell you this. If you've seen the chaos going around this town, it's not good for an orphanage. People don't want to travel across Eudosia to come adopt one of my children when we have these issues going on in the streets. If you were to find a way to calm down what's going on in the town, maybe I might deem this area to be safe enough to give information about where you could find that child.
Deal. Where do we start?
Well, that would be up to you. What do you know about what's happening in the town so far?
All we know is that the union workers, if that's what they are, have stopped working, and that some people don't like that. But
Also,
that
place is the shithole.
That
By the way,
So you say that, and she kind of she smiles along with you at that, Roz. I wouldn't disagree with that, my dear.
I don't know what I would do to. Well, I mean, they're not getting paid. The workers need to get paid, and then they will start working again, and then everything will be fine. But I don't know how to do that. When I ruled my kingdom.
but then I look at Iceland and I'm like, but what if their job's shit? What if we just gotta make their job better and then they'll work?
You don't work without pay. See, when I rule, all of my workers are compensated for what they do. The worse the job is, the more they get paid.
I guess we gotta talk to them, which is unfortunate because I don't like talking to people.
I also don't want to talk to any of these people. They all smell like death.
Poor Sophia.
How much do you
Unfortunately,
know?
Iceland,
How much?
Lady Arena, you are the most capable of us in politics,
I know, but
which means you're best suited to solve this.
even if that were true, I don't know. I don't personally understand why you wouldn't pay your workers unless there's something happening with where the money is coming from.
How much do you know about who these individuals work for?
Nothing.
I remember hearing his name, but babe, I don't remember names very well. You wrote it down.
Just need to take notes.
Yeah.
I have coppers.
No, she doesn't want money. She wants to fix the
Not
area.
that. That's the name of the people.
Oh.
I
Copper.
take extensive notes.
Do you say that to her? Do you just yell out coppers?
Yeah, that's what I do, but I'm still like addressing the kids and trying to distract them from the conversation.
Sure. Close, strange one. His name is Gundry Copperbolt.
Copperboat. I mean, if we were back in Urel, I certainly would be able to call for a meeting and I wouldn't be any trouble, but I have no status here.
Well, you have to understand that also the workers may not be the only people upset with Gundry.
I know the villagers are upset because his guards don't really protect anybody. They just kind of stand there.
I got the. Can I hear all this conversation?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to interject. I got the impression that his guards and the city guards are not one and the same.
Maybe.
Do you say that?
Bless you, Stumpy.
Yes, I say
Oh,
that.
you say that.
Thank you.
You would be a very perceptive one, little elf. Yes, that is true.
Then he's the one electrocuting everybody.
Electrocuting is a strong term, but yes, when the workers have gone on strike in the past, he uses his abilities to calm down a crowd.
I wouldn't call force an ability. I would
So-
call it unworthy to rule.
Roz
Okay.
looks at this old lady and says, "You're old.
She-
How long has magic been banned?"
Magic. Magic's been banned since as long as we can remember.
Do the kids look well fed?
Yes. These kids look taken care of.
They look well taken. Okay. Then I'm going to get up and walk over towards them.
Yeah, like anyone probably with a past perception of maybe like even as low as 14, you can look around that. These kids are well taken care of for.
My passive perception's 11, okay?
Oh, 11, okay.
So this Copperballs, where does he live?
Copperbolt keeps himself, in these days, holed up in his tower to the north. Right above his factory.
Thank you.
I don't even want to go near it. It's just... Oh, if I could just... It's so frustrating. I saw the crop. I just want to fix the planet.
Well, here's a way to consider your situation. Right now, the city is torn into three. You have the city guard and the governor who is trying to take control of the city. You have Copperbolt who is trying to settle down his workers. And you have the workers and the people who, and she makes a derisive face, basically hate just about anybody.
Roz likes that.
It is up to you how you might help out in this situation. However, if these streets are calm and I can open my doors to adopting parents again, I might be willing to help you out.
Sounds like maybe the governor's the better choice for ruling the city.
I wouldn't say that, dear. A governor that does nothing for his city is not even worth your time.
At least he's not electrocuting.
Her city, elf. Her
Oh.
city.
At least she's not electrocuting people.
No, but she's not helping them either.
Maybe she hasn't the means.
She has guards that just stand there. She has the means. It's fine. We'll probably...
We're gonna make a game plan, right? We're gonna do this.
We
We're
are
gonna
going
get
to do
Sophia, and we're gonna go home. All in?
All in.
All right. I'll try and do politics without my political status. That'll be fun.
You still have more experience than the rest of us.
Hopefully
I could be charming.
Aaron just looks at Roz. Completely expressionless. Just looks at Roz.
Y'all are assholes.
All right, then. If we're going to be diplomatic, we need to start looking the part. We clearly look out of place. And I'm going to turn back to her and like, where can we buy some up-to-date clothes?
Well, if you want to head into the market, I would suggest that you look for Flurry's Fancies. He's the best tailor, tanner, and clothes maker in the town.
Is there a cheaper version of fancy?
We're
I
going,
think if you went there, he might be able to help you out.
Thanks.
Flurry is an interesting person. He comes from old money, and his shop isn't really there to make an income. It's more about, well, I don't know really what the strange man does it for, but it's not to make money. Now, if you are looking at where to start in this town, I might offer you a suggestion.
Please.
There are 3 warring groups, as we've already discussed. Each of them probably has a headquarters that you could go to and talk with. I don't know about Gundry Copperbolt. He's pretty holed up in his tower, but who knows if you approach his factory, if he would be open to talking. Otherwise, you can find the governess in the city hall to the west, or you can go talk to the individuals leading the Union strike in the Union League to the east.
What was the governess's name?
Her name is Gridley. Governess Gridley.
I would like to try starting with her. We're not going to make any headway with the union if they're not getting paid.
If you would like to ask around and see what maybe the citizens of the town think, I would suggest that you head to the tavern in the market.
We need to be heading that way anyways.
I look at Stumpy. I could use a drink. How about you?
Heck yeah. Always.
Honestly, neither of us are really looking well. I'm very tired. I feel quite not to do great. A rest wouldn't be a bad idea, but I also don't really want to stop. I feel like we've finally caught on to something.
We can't help anyone else until we help ourselves.
Yes, I know. Well,
All right.
let's start
What
with
time is
looking
it?
at the pot.
Let's see, you guys.
Because we fought the dude at the bridge
Yeah, you
and then
did.
approached.
You left, you camped, and then you got there in the morning, and then you spent to the afternoon, and then you left. I'd say it's getting a little bit late, maybe about like 6, 7 o'clock.
We'll go quick shopping to change our outfits, and then we will go to the tavern to both talk to some people and find some place to sleep.
Woo!
And
He's
tomorrow we
walk
can talk to
out?
the governess and
Yes.
He's gonna walk out, and as she does, she's gonna be like, "Y'all remember what I taught you?"
They look at you and they're like, "Yes, ma'am, yes."
Oh, God.
And then you see them kind of like start trying to like grab stuff from each other. No, give it back. No, it's mine. I had it first. They're fighting over the crowns.
What have you done?
they're in turn
Nothing
to leave.
terrible.
Wait, Roz says before we leave. She looks to, I don't know, who'd remember this? I'm going to look to Key.
Okay.
Were you the one to tell us about a portal with half-orc children
Yeah.
and Wilfred Wondermaker?
Yes.
Do you think this lady knows anything?
I have a feeling that portal went to High Mount.
Okay.
I feel like we're not connected to any of our home anymore. Let us move. Hopefully we won't have to get through any more crowds. I am not used to people not moving out of my way.
You guys walk out to the street, and the crowd has been pushed in front of the orphanage.
Jesus Christ.
I thought about it, but no, I'm not going to make you guys just consistently roll to get through the town. All right.
Roll for initiative. They're in attack.
We're cutting our way through citizens.
Iceland is like a huge fireball in the middle.
There's my initiative. Let's go.
Wow, nice.
Alright, so you guys make your way out of the orphanage back out into the town. Where's the next place that you're heading?
We all decide
The
to
market.
go to the market
market.
so we can get some new clothes and so that we can find a tavern.
Okay. So, what we're going to do real quick, let's go ahead and just take like a quick 5-minute break because I need to maybe...
I'm going to the bathroom first, Tibbs.
Yeah, I got to go to the bathroom, make some tea. So we'll take a 5-minute break and then we'll come back and we'll go into the market.
Thank you, thank you.
I want that exact outfit that I sent in the chat. She'll look cute now.
You can make a be right back thing you put up on Twitch.
Yes, I know. Did you see the other one that I made
We're
that I sent in the
starting soon?
chat?
The We're Starting Scene one?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that one. There's a lot to it, isn't it?
It is like. Well, I think I was telling Michelle. I definitely have a better. I have like a much better appreciation for people who do Twitch, for like marketing people, graphic designers. Because I mean, I could. That is a full-time job, man. I spent
like a month setting up Twitch, and I only streamed for like a week.
Exactly. Like, and I just think like if I had a company, yeah, that would be a full-time job having a graphic designer for marketing. It's so crazy.
Yeah. Once you get more advanced, you can get like I forget what it's called. There's like a little button thing where you just hit the button and it pops up the next part of the Twitch. Like you hit a button and go and break, hit a button and it does this, hit a button and it does that. I think it's called a logo.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting there. I haven't really had the time to like sit down and like change a bunch of stuff or like improve this in any way, really.
Yeah, that's my next purchase. Probably when the test is over. I got a light now. I still have a figure setting it up. But look how bright it can get. Give me a second here.
Oh my god! That's hilarious. I had a private group that I host DM for, and one of the guys had like one of those things that you can change your voice.
Voice modulator?
He was playing. His name was Adonis, the Lord of Darkness, and it was just like a gnome wizard, or warlock. And whenever like he was taken over by his demon, he would use that. It was hilarious.
Cool.
It was funny. He like. They were playing Crustfall, and he just like casted spells and like attacked everybody, like even the other players. It was like a group of friends and like their brothers and stuff. It was such a great group. Alright, run the rest.
I'm gonna adjust my spells, and I'm definitely putting Charm back in there. I'm definitely seeing. That's Anderson's home. What?
Oh, welcome to my shop. My name is Flore. Welcome to Fancy.
Ooh, Scandal!
Scandal. You're cute. Damn it. I hate that I'm actually blushing from him being all cute. Oh, I still have my crazy pass without a trace. We're gonna get right up to that fucker's tower. Oh, fuck yeah. Let's see. I feel like Charm would be such a bad idea to do, though.
Do you mind making some tea?
I'll make you tea if you let me use like a higher level spell slot to make my charm not. What? Something that makes it harder for people, because like I want to use charm if I need it, but like it says that they'll know afterwards, and that's such a bad idea. Because then they'll be like, a witch! Burn the witch! And I don't want them to do that. But I don't know how she's gonna be diplomatic without being an actual princess here. What is she gonna do? Do I want charm? I feel like if I have it, I'll do something bad with it. At higher levels, do you think? almost want to do speak with plants so she can talk to the dying plants. Be like, "Are you okay?" And then be like, "No." I do have speak with plants. I could absolutely speak with some fucking plants right now.
Do you have tea going?
Yeah, it's burning. It's making its thing. Meld into stone. But I still have my crazy acid out of trace. And I don't know why I didn't use that. Because like nobody can tell when I'm using it.
We got 2 more subscribers tonight.
One of them Burrito.
I feel like nobody likes my character. Because no one gives me shit.
Was it Burrito or let me see? I think it might have been.
He seemed into it.
Vominos. No, Vominos did. Vominos subscribed.
Yeah,
and then Sneaky
Phil.
Steve. Oh, that's
Phil and me.
Oh, I didn't know Vominos is Phil.
Aw. It's not real.
Someone bought you advantage. Burrito did. Bought you once and me twice.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, no one ever told me I got advantage.
I whispered you.
What?
Did I whispered to the wrong person? I might have whispered to Shane.
Sorry,
I think of it.
I must have missed that.
Thanks. You know what I could have used it? When people are fucking trampling my face.
That's alright, you still have it.
Now I still have it.
I like the
Right.
music, by the way.
Thank you. You guys, so really cool if you want to, and this goes to the stream, if you want to listen to music that goes along with the theme of what we're doing, if you go to Spotify and look up, or YouTube, the Cog is Dead, it's like a steampunk band that does steampunk bard songs, and they're really, really
Ooh.
cool. That's why I was messaging you guys to try to get you to listen to the music on the stream earlier because I was playing it. Yeah, it's really cool.
I was listening to it early.
Yeah, well,
but
that
it
was
was
them.
no.
Yeah.
I feel like no, but like I feel like people don't like my character as much as they like everybody else's. It's gonna be my time to shine right
I
now.
can't wait till I make the Hunger Games one shot. That's gonna be so much fun.
I'm gonna like full out cosplay for it.
It's gonna be so much fun.
I am upset. You don't seem as excited about the one I'm making.
Well, it's because I just
I'm making.
I don't know anything about it, love. But yes, I am very excited for it.
Mm.
I think we're just waiting for Shane and Michelle.
Michelle's back.
I want to do karaoke night.
Yeah, there's plenty of karaoke places in Philly.
We never gone to them.
Help me find one because I
'Cause I
think
don't like
Jared
karaoke.
and Kyle and I are going out.
Take me to karaoke. I want to go.
Well, if you're free after the rehearsal dinner, you're more than welcome to join us for karaoke.
I'll fucking be joining
We're
you.
never gonna be free. We're never gonna be free.
Join us.
We're
Come
gonna have
join
the
us.
wedding, and then we're gonna be married, and then we'll never be free for the rest of our lives.
Excuse you, I'm free.
Hello there. Hello. Hello, my angel baby boo. Are you my angel baby boo? My little Ronin. The stream can't see you, but you're cute and perfect. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mwah.
Oh my god.
What?
Roz, come to karaoke with me the Saturday before their wedding.
She's
The
a
wedding on
wedding
Sunday?
party.
Yeah, so after the rehearsal dinner, come to karaoke.
Jeez.
I'll pay for a private room.
I
Don't
would the
want that.
Friday night if you're in early, but I just don't want to do anything too crazy Saturday night beforehand.
I tried to get
I
them to go in.
appreciate that.
Wait, what time is the wedding?
It's at 3. But I will need the wedding party there earlier.
Ah, I was like, I feel like I have
I
time.
don't have as much time as you think. Hi, Echo. Can I help you? Come here. Come here if you want to be in my lap.
All right, so everyone's here.
What is 3 o'clock? Knee length?
What is what?
3 o'clock, that's knee length?
3 o'clock.
It's when the ceremony and stuff starts, babe.
Who's here?
Man. Are those the rules? Man.
It might just be a southern daytime wedding. Yeah, okay.
What do Southerners do at 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock isn't considered like super formal, but like once you hit 6 p.m., then you have to be wearing floor length, full suit, like.
Till 8 p.m. and it's formal.
Well, we're gonna be wearing. You will know what this is. You know that seersucker suit from the South? We're gonna
Heck
be
yeah.
wearing those, and
My
we're also
cousin
gonna
got
be.
married in that.
What are those? What are those hats? The circle hats, and then the wide brim ones.
Ignoring him. Just start ignoring him.
Wait a second. How is it formal if all the bridal parties wearing knee-length dresses?
The bridal
No
party
straps?
knee length is okay.
It's pretty dress.
Let me
They are pretty, but they're not like floor-length formal.
It's like the difference between formal black tie and white tie. White tie is tux, like with a cummerbund. Black tie is guys could wear a suit.
Yeah, it's that.
I'm gonna have to get my dress altered because I'm losing weight.
Oh no!
No, I'm happy with it.
I'm so proud of you.
I wish I was losing weight. Apparently, the stuff I was doing is making my ass fatter.
What's wrong with that?
That's what I
My
asked.
ass doesn't fit in my dress. That's what's wrong with that.
Oh,
No comment.
are you doing squats? Is that what's happening?
I'm biking.
Oh,
I'm
well,
gonna tell you something that actually happened to me. I was biking, and then some little child was also biking. I guess he's not a little child. He like smacked my actual ass with him biking behind me, and I was so confused and like offended, but also like I don't know what that means.
I wasn't there,
Oh.
otherwise I would have beat him up for you.
I thought I was gonna say if someone did that to me, I would beat the shit out.
How
of them.
old is
I was
the
so
child?
confused. I'd
13-year-old?
also
Like
maybe
13-year-old or like 17?
14. Like he was, I think. He looked young enough that because after we both made eye contact, both of us just seemed confused by everything that happened. I was like,
Oh, well, maybe it was an accident.
it was definitely not an accident. Because you don't just bike up behind somebody and smack their ass.
There's actually this whole psychological article that I was reading that there's this really shitty thing that happens that men do misogynistic things and women are it's almost like innate nature to like laugh it or like joke it off because they don't know how dangerous the man is, so then the man thinks that as reception and increases their behavior. It was an article they had in NPR, but we are getting way off topic.
I just like kind of stared at him like, what the fuck are you doing? You're a child.
All right, I'm ready.
All right,
Let's
Do
go.
you know how old
To the
they are?
market.
to the market.
To the market. This is not the market. I want to see a market.
All right, so that is Ajita. I am going to actually show the market to you. The market is
Market.
the market is instead in a handout this time. So here's the market.
Fun.
Ooh.
There's as you kind of walk around the market, there's a few different shops that you see. Barrels and brass, flurries, fancies, nuts and bolts, liquid shockers, crowns for coppers, and copper goggles.
Excellent. Well, I suppose it is Flurry's Fancies for us then.
Yeah, we'll start there.
Okay. So as you guys walk out of the orphanage, you actually see above you clouds are starting to form as a rain begins falling onto the town. So it is now currently raining.
Awesome.
And the water and the ash is kind of like mixing together to make this really gross kind of underlaying of grunge to continue making this this steampunk city dirty. You can thank chat for that. But
I am so unhappy with this place. Before we leave, I'm going to fix this entire continent. It's gonna take me 8 hours, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fix everything. It's gonna be great.
okay, so you walk up to a building. You see a sign that says Flurry's Fancies. You walk
In case you didn't catch it, Drew, Roz and Stumpy left. Stumpy is.
Oh no,
told
I'm
me
still gonna
his
go.
size.
I thought that we would go after we're done here, but
Oh, okay.
I'll also go in with you.
I'm gonna go straight there.
Oh well, I'll catch up with you.
I'm
So-
gonna pick up Stumpy. He gave me his sizes. We're good.
Well, that's a real size, and we'll go with that.
okay. Sure. So you walk into the building and you see that it is clean for this type of store in this type of town. You walk in, you see all kinds of different kind of mechanical contraptions, sewing kits. You see lots of cloth and leathers that are all kind of neatly placed onto different like shelves and displays. The materials you would all recognize, but the fashion seems very out of place for you, but you can tell that these are like the type of clothes that a lot of the locals would be wearing. Behind the counter, you see a small halfling who is very exquisitely dressed. He has a large brimmed hat with some very colorful feathers coming out of both sides. He's wearing a blue overcoat with kind of like a green sash, some very nice leather gloves and boots. And you see kind of hanging to his side is a rapier. He kind of looks like this.
He's adorable.
Wow. Okay. All right.
And
Is
you
that
see,
his name? Jean de Fleury?
yeah. So you see him kind of. He's just sitting behind his counter. He doesn't see you, but he's like whistling. You see him kind of like working on a sewing kit, working on some clothes.
Do I see sunglasses, even though I don't know they're called that?
You look around. Yes, you do see on one shelf several different types of eyewear.
Yes.
including sunglasses.
I'm gonna pick up a pair and walk over to the counter.
Sure. Yeah, so you walk up to the counter, and he kind of turns around, he sees you, and he goes, "Oh, Mademoiselle, I'm very sorry, I did not see you come into my shop." You see him kind of like dust himself off, kind of like get himself ready. "Hello, what can I do for you? Are you looking to buy those glasses? Oh, what a lovely choice of glasses."
I'm gonna look around to like Iceland behind me, Billy. You see this?
He looks around. "Oh, there's a whole group. I'm very sorry. I did not see you come into my shop. Hello, my name is Jean de Fleury. Please let me know if you have any questions or you need any help. We have the best clothes in town."
And then he's gonna kind of point to her clothes and be like, I feel out of fashion.
Yeah, he'll kind of he's gonna look over all of you guys. What are you wearing?
Let's call it a costume. I need
These are
real
the clothes
clothes.
of my enemies.
He looks over Roz, who has skulls and axes dangling all around her clothes. What? You are quite an intimidating sight, young Yodosian.
Thank you.
Wait. Wait. Did you just say we were Eudosian?
Well, yes, are you not?
No, we are. It's just no one else seems to believe us, and here you are just recognizing right off the bat.
Well, I am just assuming that maybe you might have some unsavory tastes of clothes, but other than that, I mean, where else would you be from?
Can I see if he's lying?
Sure.
What is that? Insight? Oh, dang. 10.
It doesn't appear to be lying.
Okay. I'm just like, wow, good eye.
I'm just gonna go up to him like, "You know we're from there." I'm like, "I'm wearing like Noble's clothing." Does he still say I'm wearing like shit clothing?
Well, yeah, because it's very out of date.
I'm gonna ask him what he can do for me, and then also I have a friend who's a dwarf. Here's his sizes. Could you,
This big.
you know? And I like motion next to me, and just like.
We are all looking for some clothes.
Of course, I'm gonna make whatever you would like, but you see, I have a process here for anyone who wants to come and buy my clothing. This is a partnership. We will work together to find clothes that are the most suiting and most enjoyable for both of us, for my style and skills, and for your preferences.
Okay.
So first he looks at you, Key, since you asked him. So, young elf, what is it that you are thinking?
Half elf.
What inspires you?
I like to move
Big.
around without being seen.
But
Yes.
not.
I see you are one of those sneaky type. Yes. Enjoys the shadows. Let me think for a moment, and you see him kind of close his eyes, and he goes into like this weird, like pseudo kind of Zen mode. He's like, yes, I see. I'm envisioning darkness, secrets. Yes, quiet. Yes, I think I might have just the thing. And,
Wait, before you do it,
go ahead.
can you make it so bullets don't go through it? If I know what bullets are, I say that. Otherwise, I say the pew-pews.
Yes.
You know,
I don't know if I could make something that a bullet wouldn't go through, but I could make something that was movable and sneaky, but yet very, very tough.
I'll take it.
So you see him, he kind of goes back into another room, and you hear him kind of like talking to himself. You hear like weird like whizzing noises of some kind of like mechanics in another room. You see clothes that are kind of being like thrown about. But yeah, so what is
He's my sister.
he kind of like pokes his head out from the door, and he says to you, if you could describe what you're looking for, what would you describe?
It is going to be...
Out of character, do you want to just like implicitly decide what this looks like, or do you want me to try to decide for you?
I sent a picture in our group chat, but I will describe it for the audience here.
Just like in the Twitch.
Yeah, I sent it in the Facebook message, but I just
don't know how
tweeted
to-
over.
I don't know how to send mine in, but my idea was that.
So it's gonna be like a black long coat that comes past the knees, black boots. She has like, I don't want to call them suspender pants, but like 3 belts and like a black vest that comes low and a button-up shirt under that. The black trench has like all the buckles on one side, like the steampunk things tend to do, and a hood that comes up, and the buckle comes all the way around like that.
So are you doing the hood or the Peaky Blinders hat?
I want both. The hood is for going over the Peaky Blinders hat when I'm hiding.
Gotcha. Okay. And do you have a dagger sewn into the top
Of
of your Peaky
course.
Blinder hat?
Of course.
You can if you want.
Yeah, I
Sure.
do it.
Okay. Yeah, so he kind of goes back and he's throwing some stuff around, and yeah, if that's what you want to look like, he's gonna come back with an outfit that looks just about like that.
And then I just tell him, and the dwarf, he likes to drink, formerly in prison, and he can do some weird stuff. He lights his weapon on fire. He, runs fast all of a sudden. There's some things there.
Okay. Yeah, so he takes that information. He's kind of like thinking. He's looking over what you sent him. Yes, I could see strong, powerful, like a flame that erupts over the fog-ridden sky. Yes. He looks at the dimensions. A little rotund in the belly, but we can work with that. Stumpy, do you have something in mind?
I don't care.
You don't care. Okay. Let me see if I can.
Dirty anyway.
What'd
I
you
have an
say?
idea.
He said it's just gonna get dirty anyway.
It's gonna get dirty anyways. Okay.
Okay, can it be... Copy image location. Okay. Can it be this, but instead of the like weird gun thingy that guy has, can it be like a camelback with booze?
Camelback.
Yeah, with the same tubes.
I see. No, I'm not gonna. I saw that. I don't want to do that. I think there was another one that I was looking at. Let's see if I can find it.
You like the trench coat though?
You like the trench coat?
Yeah.
All right. I think. Why don't we do this one? What do you think about if I copy image location, put it into here?
We can.
Does that link work?
No.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like that one. Let's go
So
with that one.
yeah. So, but instead of having the
Gun.
instead of having the gun, you're gonna have your regular weapon, your shield. And then if you want, you can have a trench coat over that. So basically, do you want that hat or do you want a different type of hat?
I can work with that hat.
You're going with that hat? Okay.
You can rock that hat.
Sure.
I keep my AC as studded leather, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So actually, let me, anyone who's interested in the stream, I will post what Stumpy's gonna look like. Alright. Yeah, so he kind of goes back and he collects some of that stuff together. And he puts it in a very large but very nice quality kind of woven bag, and he'll bring it back up to Key. Kind of put it on the counter. He's gonna look at you. Will this work? Do you think the dwarf would like this?
That looks perfect.
Fantastic.
Can I pay you in copper?
I'm glad you thought about that, right? He's kind of like taken aback. What? Are you?
Pure solid copper?
You see him kind of clench onto his bag a little bit. Or the bag that he's trying to hand you.
He's gonna hold it too.
Yes, you both are kind of holding the bag, and he's like, "Are you? Do you think there might be a problem with the pay for these clothes?"
No, I just happened to come into a wealth of copper, and I figured it looks like you could use it for some of your accessories and buttons. And she points to a zipper, and she's like, "And dagger closures."
Let's see how much a copper bar is worth.
Oh yeah.
I got 4 too.
Yeah, but you're not here, Stumpy.
I
I gotta
know.
pay. You gotta pay me back.
Yeah. That's meant you can always come get me. You know where I am.
So, what you looked up? How much does each bar weigh?
5 pounds.
5 pounds. Each. Okay, so each thing of copper is worth is actually worth 250 crowns.
Oh yeah.
So how many bars you guys have?
I have 4 on me, and I know Stumpy has 4, but he's not here. So I'm gonna put 1 on the counter and be like, is that enough for the bag of clothing I'm holding?
You have 1,000, right?
4 bars, yeah.
You have 4 bars. So let's see, 4 bars. You have 1,000. He's to say, well, that would cover 1 outfit, yes.
Can I negotiate? Can I barter?
You can try to.
We're about to buy 5 outfits here. I mean,
what are you trying to say?
we're about to give you a lot of business, unless maybe you have so much business it's not quite as valuable to you, unless you maybe could cut a deal for the 5 together.
My young elf, I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to see people dazzle and to show my wares around the town. However, if you're going to struggle paying, and he continues his grasp on the bag.
Is there anything I can say to convince him?
You can roll a persuasion check. Also, someone in the chat just gave you advantage, so.
Hang on. 15, and that's to use my previous advantage, so now I can hold on to the new one.
Okay. So with a 15, he'll look you over, kind of look at your bag. How many of those do you have?
How many bars?
Mm-hmm.
In with all my other things?
Mm-hmm. Including the hidden pockets, my little one.
I'll be honest, I have 4.
Okay.
I was saving them for a rainy day.
5 of you. I will do all the outfits for 3.
I'm gonna look at the others and be like,
I had a question.
Sure. What's up?
I had taken one of the rifles back when we had, that airship moment.
Mhm.
Would that rifle look different than all the rifles that they're using, like as old-fashioned and special?
Which airship moment?
Back before we met the dragon.
the one we
back
flew
then.
in.
I took one of the rifles from the guys.
Before you met the dragon. This is on your rail?
Yeah.
After
When
the
we were
island, I think.
flying back from the island, yeah.
I took one.
Give me an insight check.
Oh, fuck.
What happened? I
Not now.
think froze.
What do you add to your insight?
I add...
What's your passive?
Oh, hold on. Let me double check that because that might be better. For insight, I add +2, but my passive is 12.
Your passive is 12.
Would I recognize it? I have a passive.
Well,
of
you don't
16.
even know what I'm thinking. It's just all in my head right
So-
now.
I thought you said the rifle.
Yeah, so Iceland, if you pull out your rifle and you're starting to look it over, now that you're thinking about it, this rifle very, very closely resembles all the ones that you've been seeing. It might be a little outdated, yes, but not that much. Right? I don't know if you've realized what you've uncovered, but the rifle from Urail looks very, very similar to those from Yurdos.
Oh no, what if it's the same time period? We're just on the wrong continent. We could literally sail across the ocean and be home, but like really home. Alright, in character, Key doesn't know that.
Does that mean that
Three bars.
maybe the portal...
Yeah, okay, so Key puts them all down.
And then she gives everyone a dirty look like, paying for you this time.
And what were you saying, babe?
Because I'm trying to process that, like, maybe the portal is connected to here or something, but like,
So
or that they flew using that airship to get this technology.
So Iceland is holding on to the rifle and is starting to mutter stuff to herself about portals and airships, and he gives you a very like concerned look. But then his eyes dart over to Roz. What about you, my large, intimidating female? What were you thinking?
I'm good. I'm
He's
just here
gonna
for moral support.
He's gonna reach out and take one of the bars back.
I'm gonna put my rifle away for now.
Okay.
So Roz says, "Nah, okay." I thought someone would fight me on this, but so I'm looking through the shelves and I see like let's see if I find a link to it. Here we go. A sort of steampunk version of a masquerade mask.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't want really much of anything, so I'm going bare minimum here, and I'm like, all right, I'll do that. How about this? This is good. And I look to the group, like, is this enough? Is this fine?
I look over at him like, will this be enough to blend in or anything?
Maybe a coat over the skulls.
Maybe.
Just
So then she grabs a bag
time.
of like, I'm assuming like there's maybe cogs and bits of pieces of like steampunk accessories, and I was like, and I start to like braid one into my very long orc mane.
So what are you looking at?
Little cogs, like
Okay.
steampunky cogs, trying to add them into like the various beading that's in my hair.
Okay, so you're just adding like cogs here.
Yeah, and I'm like making like faces at them like while I'm doing this. Like I'm doing this for you guys, but
Okay.
I'm not changing. I'm not getting rid of my skulls. I don't want to.
What if
Okay.
we paint them silver?
It'll be fine. We will have her put on the mask, and I just don't know. We need to go do a lot of talking with a lot of important people, and I just...
All right. Keep the copper bar, but I want that mask and the sunglasses and everything she's putting in her hair.
So he turns to Theron. You quiet one. What were you thinking? What outfit would spark or inspire you?
Nothing special. Something nondescript and free flowing, so as not to hinder my movement.
Yes, something that allows you to move freely, something that isn't binding, but still allows you to move around,
He
to
put something
express
in
yourself
chat too, Drew.
physically.
There you go.
Okay. That's funny because that's what I just pulled up. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Did you see what I had put in chat?
Let me see. I haven't seen what you put in chat. Okay. Yeah. So that's like I said. I don't want to like give anything for your characters that you don't want. But yeah. So you kind of go through this process of describing what you're looking for, and he kind of goes back and is able to put it together. So for now on, Theron, that is what you will be wearing.
Okay.
Iceland's is the same one as from the Facebook chat.
If the same one that you showed me. Okay. Yep. What were you saying?
Is he gonna talk to me?
Yes, he's going to talk to you. So he's going to, so he's going to go through and he's going to do all this stuff for, so I get that going. Yeah, he's going to do all the stuff for Theron, and he's going to come back and he's going to say, and what about you, my elegantly but out of date young lady?
Well, I plan on doing
Quite a bit of talking.
quite a bit of people. What would you want them all to see?
Yes, I'm thinking, I'm seeing something very, very, very elegant but demure. Very, very passionate but relaxed. Something that would allow you to move, allow you to blow in the breeze, but also command respect when you are talking to a governess or a noble. And he goes back and he kind of again puts together all the stuff that you're looking for, and he brings it out. You are gonna have to mute yourself when I talk. Though,
I know, my cat's.
I can hear myself again, but okay. So yeah, with that, you guys now all have steampunk clothes. Congratulations.
Yay.
I don't know the good news yet. You gotta-
It's true. Yeah. So you guys hand over the 3 copper bars, yes?
He instantly it didn't take him a little while to make all this stuff.
And I put on my sunglasses before I even walk out the door.
So
I realized they're not
Um,
very practical indoors, and I'm kind of like,
gotcha. Stumpy, he had a lot of the stuff kind of already made. It was going back and like putting together
Okay.
the outfits you guys are looking for.
He's good.
Yeah, so he'll take back the 3 copper bars. Oh, thank you. It was so nice to do business with you. Bonjour. Have a great time in the city.
bonsoir.
All right, and you guys walk back out, and you are now back in.
Theron puts the clothes in his backpack until he can get somewhere to
Oh,
change.
that is the wrong thing. There we go.
Well, I want to go to the tavern where Stumpy is. The
Hold on, let's pull up that thing again.
copper goggles.
Okay, yeah. So you guys are back in the market. Where are we heading next? Copper goggles.
Well, what's, can you pull up
Are you gonna pick me up first? Or you just
Yeah,
gonna-
it's in your journal.
You're at the copper goggles. That's the tavern.
Oh, that's right. That's the tavern.
Yeah. See.
Oh yeah. I remember
What
now.
about barrels and brass? That's the blacksmith.
I can't. She's still muted.
You're muted, babe.
Oh, right.
What about we have the blacksmith? We have the alchemist. I want to see the alchemist because maybe that's where my special item is.
Well, I at least want to go give Stumpy his clothes, so I'm gonna
Or
go to
pawn
the
shop.
tavern.
I just
Okay.
want something.
So we're gonna go to. It sounds like the majority is going to the tavern.
And trust me, I want to go to a pawn shop. It's just,
All right,
I
you
also
guys
gotta
have
get some
yours.
copper from Stumpy in exchange.
Yeah. So you guys walk into
What?
You guys walk into the copper goggles. So as you walk in, the tavern itself is kind of like part built out into the open air streets, and then part is kind of built within. So you walk down the street, and then you kind of walk up these stairs here. You kind of walk underneath of a large iron canopy that is kind of protecting everyone inside the bar so that you guys aren't getting wet. The tavern basically looks like this. You guys walk into a more of like a bar tavern area. You see behind them is rows and rows of tables that looks like a little bit more of a restaurant area, as if someone wanted to go in, sit down, and have a meal. You see, you see a couple people sitting around. One thing that you do notice is the individual who's tending the bar and the individual who is working as a waiter are both constructs, dressed very cleanly, very nicely. You walk in at the tavern end. You see a table of a few individuals. You see a dwarf. You see a gnome dressed in kind of golden mechanized armor, kind of in a way. And you see a Julian. And a Julian worker who kind of is dressed in working clothes, right? He's got the Peaky Blinders hat. He's got the vest with a white t-shirt that's not dirty, but isn't like a dress shirt, and it's kind of like rolled up his sleeves. You see the three of them are kind of just sitting there talking over some ale.
Do I see Stumpy?
Am I the dwarf?
Yeah, so Stumpy, we'll kind of... Since you were here first, what did Stumpy do when he came?
I wanted to try the different boozes.
Okay.
I haven't had steampunk booze before.
Sure. So you, would you like to walk up to the bar?
Yeah. I'll be sitting next to this creepy dude over here.
Yeah, sure. So the creepy dude next to you is, you see that, you notice that he is a construct. What you actually notice is that he, from the neck down, is dressed in black leathered armor, and you see a steampunk helmet that is off of his head that's lying in the bar next to him. You would remember that this is what he looks similar to one of the groups of guards that you guys saw in the beginning. He's talking to the construct bartender, who you walk up to the bar and you sit down, and he kind of turns his attention to you. And he says, "Good evening, Sir Dwarf. What may I offer you tonight?"
I'll go. I'll take one of the strongest thing you have.
Sure. So he's going to turn around, and you're going to see him open a bottle, and you're going to see just like black liquid.
Oh, God.
This isn't like beer brown. It's just like dark black liquid that he pours into a shot glass and kind of hands back to you. That'll be 3 crowns.
All right, I think I have like 120 crowns or something. I hand him the 3 crowns.
Okay.
And
In exchange for you.
I want to give a little sniff test. What do I smell?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Where'd I go? Perception. Oh, man.
When you finish making tea, you have to do
Oh, God, I see nothing.
You made the tea. I didn't. I know you made the tea.
You made the tea.
No, you just made that tea. All right. You got 3. So, do you want me to tell you what? Do you want me to, out of character? Do you want me to tell you what it is, or do you want me to just tell you that you smell it and it just smells strong? That's what you know in the character. It's not oil, right? Because I know this is like a robot serving its tea. It's not oil, so I'm not doing that.
All right, I'll check it then.
All right, yeah. So
Okay.
you take a shot. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm a good alcoholic tonight.
Handle
Yeah.
it.
So yeah, you take a shot, and this is stronger than anything that you have
Ever had
ever experienced before. Yeah. Out of character, what this is. So there's a fun fact. If you ever work in a bar, you can order a trash can, which is just literally like every liquor mixed together. It is the dark spiced rum that generally turns it black at the end.
I've had that, but they call it something different here, just so you know.
What do they call it? A northerner?
No. It's a really long name. It's like a hick on a spick with a wick and a tick and a.
Oh my god! Of course you guys would.
It's a description of each, like, because it's
Oh,
Jack
okay, yeah.
and Jim and the Four
Yes.
Horsemen and yeah.
Yeah. So it's like every type of liquor combined.
hmm
All right, I'll
So
drink
it's
it. I'll go.
very, very strong, and it burns your tongue.
All right, I go. Oh, that put hair on your chest. And then I lean over to the guard. I said, "It's some pretty crazy stuff going on out there."
Yes, it is a tumultuous time in the city, but I am sure that the city guard, and he kind of gives a look at the guy who's sitting next to you.
I was trying to talk to the guard.
Oh, you're talking to the guard. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're talking to the guard, he's gonna look up at you, and he's gonna look kind of back down at the He's gonna look back down at the bar. He's gonna just kind of like shake his head, and he's gonna go. He's a construct too. Please, dwarf, I am not working currently.
Oh. I go, okay.
He seems kind of like upset or annoyed to have to kind of talk about what's going on.
Okay. How long am I going to repeat this before everybody else gets here? Can we ask him like 2 more questions?
I think it's only fair that you get as long as they got in the shop, right? So this is the Stumpy show for like a few minutes. No, yes. If you have other things you want to do, absolutely.
All right. I want to look around the bar, see what else I see then.
Yeah. So you can roll a perception check. Well, actually, yeah. If you want to roll like a perception or an insight to kind of like see maybe how people are feeling or what they're talking about.
They're all just as bad.
Nice.
Nat 20.
Natty 20.
All right. So with a nat 20, this is what you see. I need to. Where's a pen? All right. So you look around the bar. The first thing you notice is the guy sitting next to you. Obviously, right? You recognize him as one of Copperbolt's men. You don't think that this was like one of the guys who was fighting in the crowd earlier, but he is definitely the same type of individual. You look over at everyone in the restaurant; they all seem to be just kind of normal folk. They're all dressed like very, very nicely. They're just kind of out to dinner. You see all types of races: a Hooligan, human, dwarf, halfling. You see the construct bartender, the construct server. So sitting at the table, you see a gnome, what you're assuming would almost be like a gnome warrior or gnome paladin, maybe in this continent. He has a large warhammer, and he's just like sitting down drinking ale, talking with the 2 people next to him. Next to him is a human individual. He doesn't look like a worker. He looks like maybe he is either a store owner or a clerk of some kind who's just maybe done with his work for the day. The third guy that you see is a Hooligan factory worker, he kind of looks like. And you can see he's talking to his friends, but every now and then you see him glance up and eye the construct guard sitting at the bar next to you.
This is the group of 3 people sitting together?
Yep.
You said one of them looks like a Copperfield guy?
The Copperbolt guy is sitting next to you. The guy at the table looks like one of the workers.
Okay. Can I see what they're drinking?
Yeah. You see the Ahulian and the gnome both have ale. You see that the human is drinking what you assume is some kind of wine.
Okay. Then I'll ask the bartender to duplicate their order and add an extra ale for me, and then I'm gonna bring it over to their table.
Yeah. Very well, sir. That will be 15 crowns.
Oh, God, so now 18. Okay, I'll
gonna-
pay him.
Are you
I'll
gonna?
start walking over to the table then.
You're not gonna tip your contract?
Oh my God. What's the tipping? I don't know the tipping scenario.
I'm just kidding. You don't have to. Yeah. So you want to grab the drinks? You kind of walk over.
Yep.
Sure. So you kind of walk over, you approach your table, and they all just kind of like look up at you.
I go, greetings, friends. It's crazy out there, isn't it? And I sit down at the table, just help myself to the table, and put the alcohol in front of them.
Sure. After you put the alcohol in front of them, they all kind of ease up and kind of like welcome you into the table. Orcish worker. Hi, dwarf. You could say that again. These are very scary times. It's a shame that the union had to do this, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna work and not get paid.
I go, I just arrived in town. What exactly is going on right now?
So the human next to you is gonna turn to you. Well, a few things. You see, something's going on at Copper Gears Incorporated, and Copper Bolts is either pulling a greedy move or isn't making ends meet. For whatever reason, people aren't getting paid. My buddy here, he makes a fair point. Who wants to work without getting paid? The issue being that Copper Gear makes a lot of the important infrastructure of the city. So if that factory stops, the city comes to a halt.
I go, yeah, that makes sense. Did I notice that guy eyeing up the guard earlier?
Yeah, it's the Orcish worker. Yes, you did see that.
All right, I'm gonna lean up to him and go, "What you staring at that guard for?"
He kind of leans back to you. Well, I don't know, dwarf. Have you been out in the streets lately?
Oh, I was part of that. I wasn't saying.
You were part of it, brother.
Oh yeah, I saw what was going down.
Aye. Well, you see, Copperbolt doesn't like his workers not doing what they're told or causing a ruckus. He has his own personal militia in the city. The Gearsmen, they call themselves. They're a dirty lot.
And is that guard one of them?
Aye, you can tell by the way he dresses. It's also very courageous of him to wear it about like that. So it can be at this point that Raz, Iceland, Theron, and Key, you guys walk into the tavern, you see all this, you see Stumpy sitting down with these individuals at the table.
All right, I'll see them and then wave them over, and I'll wave up to the bartender and ask for another round for the table.
Sure.
I'll walk right up and put the bag with Stumpy's clothes like right in front of him. I'll be like, so you owe me.
He's gonna lead right to that.
Yeah, that's her MO.
I'll look through it and I go, "You've outdone yourself, half elf." And I hand you a copper bar.
Wait a minute. And then I'm gonna look at the rest of you. The rest of you owe me.
I pat your head.
Oh, what?
Muted again.
Yeah, you can unmute yourself, babe. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Dear, I will get you back once we're back home.
So the gnome sitting at the table is going to see all you guys walk in. He's going to say, "My, you guys are very well dressed. You must have just came from fancies."
You sure did.
Yes. So, what's everybody talking about? Hopefully it's what's going on in the city.
All right, then I guess I'll give him like a quick little catch up.
Sure. The gnome at the table says, "Aye, city this, city that. See, I didn't have these problems out in the woods."
The woods? Tell me more about that. I'm gonna kind of like lean in, make a face.
Sure. So this is what the gnome looks like, and this is actually a chat made character, right?
Aw.
He's cute.
But he leans up to you and he says, "Well, you see, if you have one tree that grows next to another tree, and that happens a lot, it makes a thing called a woods."
Is he like being derogatory or is he?
Oh
being
yes.
serious? I'm gonna laugh.
I look very annoyed. I'm like, what are you doing in the woods? Because last time I checked, all of the trees that were lined up next to each other were dying.
Aye, that's true, but that doesn't mean that you can't get useful things even out of dying trees. Dying doesn't kill the sap or resin. I can still use it in different concoctions, sell it to the alchemist. Makes a decent living. I can afford to come into the city whenever I like.
The alchemist, what does he make with all of that?
And honestly, I don't know. You would have to talk to her. I only get the supplies.
Interesting.
He's gonna turn to Roz. I like your mask.
I hate it, but thanks.
Okay, yeah, sure. Terrible mask. I take it back.
Have you seen a half a Hooligan girl with one red eye and one blue eye around? A little younger than me.
I have. Is she a friend of yours?
Yes.
Besties. Besties. Can you tell me what
Robbie's
you
very
doing?
interested.
We were gonna meet up and I'm lost.
Whoa. Okay.
We've
One at
really
a
been
time.
looking for
One at
him.
a time.
We are besties and I got lost from her and I just need to get back.
And you, Yerdosian, and he turns to Roz. Are you her mother? There's a
I look around at
similarity
the group
there.
like, are we doing this? Are we going all in?
Okay.
You know
So,
sure.
yep, everyone has the drink from Stumpy. Stumpy also comes back with one or two of those shots.
I was just gonna get one for Roz right now.
Just one for Roz.
Woo,
Okay.
trash can shot.
I want to see what her reaction is.
So I'll do the shot with Stumpy later.
And I did post the southern name of that in the chat there.
The Hicks in a spick chasing a turkey down a... What the fuck is wrong with you people? Okay, so yeah, Roz, you gonna take the shot?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and give a Constitution saving throw.
Oh Lord.
That's the best part.
You're going to... Oh, you got a 21?
She's fine.
Raj, you're going to do it with advantage because this is actually similar to something that you might drink from back home.
But she got a 21, so I don't
Yeah, I
think
said if she wanted
what?
to. If she wanted to.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, you taste it. It is definitely very, very strong, but it's also a little familiar to you.
So I turn to the bartender, I guess, and I get in their face with all my bigness. I'm like, what's it? What is this? Like, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit.
That is an ancient concoction that has been passed down for centuries.
You're damn right it is. Where did you learn to do this? How does it taste exactly the same?
I don't know what you mean. There is a very strict recipe protocol for that drink.
Can I see it?
Of course. And he turns around and he kind of like shuffles in maybe some like papers that are kind of like right next to the bar. And he hands it to you. It has a list of ingredients that are similar and familiar to ones that you know that your culture has used in drinks in the past.
Stumpy wants to write down the recipe too.
Yeah. So he kind of puts it out for you guys. Anyone, if you guys have parchment and pen, you can write it down and get the recipe.
I'm leaning over talking to the gnome. So where's my friend?
Yes, please let us know.
They're trying to help me find my friend.
Well, the last time I saw her, she was with Eleanor down near the orphanage.
The old lady.
Yeah, you know the one. Very young, bright, great personality, easy to talk to, gets along with everyone, does whatever you want. Yeah, that one.
What?
Yeah. That one. There's not more than one orphanage, right? Just the one, just Bloomies.
I mean, there's not more than one in this city, not that I know of.
Wait, did you see her at the orphanage in Asana or the orphanage here?
The orphanage here.
What name did he say? What was that old lady's name?
Eleanor?
Bloomy.
Oh, they were roommates. I mean, it was a disguise.
And
What?
they were roommates.
Oh dear. Well, I'm gonna put a gentle hand on Roz's shoulder. We're gonna try not to count the Just gonna.
Do you, I'm confused. You know Eleanor?
We met her and she wouldn't tell us.
Is
She was an
Eleanor-
old lady.
Wait, is Eleanor the old lady?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
The gnome says yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we've met Eleanor.
Wait,
Yeah,
you just
she-
called her young and bright? Am I
Yes,
confused
that's
here?
why I'm confused.
I think he was talking about Sophia.
Oh, we're all
I'm
very
right,
confused.
and we'll do whatever you want.
It's called irony because, you know, she's old, not young. She's.
He's being
Never mind.
facetious again. Yeah.
Lord. That didn't hit for any of us. Wow.
I honestly, with this. Okay.
Well, aren't you the smart one?
Yeah, he's gonna be really smart when he eats my fist to his face.
I'm
Talk
gonna put
plainly,
another just like gentle like hand on her shoulder again. But I'm not gonna look at her this time. I'm just gonna like pat her like, yeah, you tell him.
So, wait, I'm so confused. You guys have a problem with Eleanor? Like, what's going on?
We're just looking for my friend, and
She chose not to tell us that.
Eleanor didn't want to tell us where she is.
And she put us on 6,000 quests just to make her trust us enough to tell us where Sophia is. I mean, the girl. I mean, our friend, of course.
The quest is literally to fix the conflict in the city.
How are we gonna do that?
Is what
Oh,
she
that
just
sounds
said
like
during
Eleanor.
shit.
That sounds like Eleanor.
Do you think the girl left the orphanage, or she's still there somewhere?
I mean, it's hard to say. That was just the last time that I saw her. I don't know where she went after that.
How long ago was it?
Maybe a week or so.
Ugh.
No, that couldn't have been that long. A few days, maybe.
Oh god.
Is there any
I
place
don't
to
know.
sleep around here?
Yeah. They got rooms here. You could talk to the you could talk to the nice construct bartender over there. He could probably find you somewhere here. Pretty large establishment.
Do I see any thieves' cant here?
Give me a perception check.
Honestly, I don't know where to even start with fixing the conflict in the city.
I say screw that.
14.
I look
Take
over at her.
Sophia and leave.
Yes, but if she's no longer there, maybe Eleanor's the one that knows where she went.
So, what are you looking for? Like when you say thieves' cant, what are you looking for?
Just like signs, messages, you know, trying to get a sense for if there's some kind of underworld, if I could go to anyone else for information.
Right.
I'm kind of like looking down into because this is open to the street, right? Looking down into the street, looking on the walls, looking.
Yeah, I got you. So I think what I can give you is the worker Ahulian that you guys are sitting next to. You see him. He's just kind of like sitting and talking to the human. Then you see the human kind of like take a drink and pull out a notebook and start writing stuff down. You see the Ahulian pull a piece of paper out from his pocket, and he's like reading it, and he's cusping it, and he's trying to maybe hide it, but you're able to just kind of like get a peek. You can tell like he's reading a note, and then he is holding on to a little tool that I wonder if I can Google image so that it might be easier to explain. Well, I mean, what he's doing is he's reading a note, and he's holding on to a little brass cipher, right? That he's able to like turn, and that connects different letters to different letters, and you see that he is basically interpreting a letter. You are the only one who notices that or realizes that, because you know what that looks like. It's a hidden message.
Would they recognize Thieves' Cant if I like gave them a hand sign?
Try.
Yeah, I mean, you can try. What would you say or do to him?
And just like seeking information. That's all. Because it takes forever in Thieves' Cant to say a short message, so I'm going to say seeking information.
Seeking information. Okay. Are you saying something to him? Or are you doing like sign language?
I'm doing like a Thieves' Cant sign. Like I'm seeking information.
Okay. He's actually going to pick up on that, and he's going to give you a weird look, and he Thieves' Cant's back at just 2 letters, UL.
I have to look at my notes and see if anyone has the stupid initials for UL.
Alright, what's everyone else doing?
Honestly, I don't feel like I'm going to get any more useful information about how to completely fix the conflict in the city or find a way to get Sophia back.
Well, listen, lady, if you want to fix all the conflict in the city, I see like 1 of 3 options. You take down Copperbolt, you take down the government, or you take down the people. Kind of up to you.
I don't want to do that to the people.
I could use another skull.
The other 3 individuals outside of the party all kind of like look up at you. But the Ohulian worker is going to be like, that's what I'm talking about. And he kind of like raises his glass to you.
I clink him with my empty shot glass.
Hell yeah. Kill the establishment. Takes a guzzle of his ale.
Well, if...
Aaron goes over to
Which
the
one would
bartender
be-
and asks for a room.
Sure. You can...
What would...
He explains to you that there's 3 different types of rooms based on what you would like to rent. You could either rent a very wealthy room for 75 crowns. He explains that this is a very nice room with its own private bathroom. Very nice linens. It's gonna have like the meals in the morning included for 75 crowns. You can have a standard room, which is just kind of like a step below. You have your own private room. You don't have a private bathroom, but you do get a private tub that can be filled with water. And you will have continental breakfast down with everyone at the bottom. Or for just 15 crowns, they have a very large common room where you can get a cot, basically.
I don't know if Theron has any crowns.
Did I keep mine? Did I get them back after Keith took them from the floor? I don't think I did get them back, did I?
Theron nods his thanks and goes back over to the group and explains the rooming situation.
Well, I don't really trust this city enough to do the common room one, to be fair.
So I will say, again, as a DM, I'll never tell anyone what to do. But when you made your character, at some point you chose what their standard of living was, and that's generally what people follow.
Oh, then I'm in the common room.
Key's gonna sleep outside on the floor.
if you are Squalor, you don't have to go outside. You can be in the common room. Anyone who's probably noble or aristocratic, or like noble or aristocratic is going to be your wealthy room. I think the comfortable or modest is going to be like your medium room, and then anyone who's poorer is going to be in the common room.
Hey, Key.
Lifestyle wretched. You live in inhumane conditions, no place to call home, shelter when you can, sneak into barns, huddle in old crates, rely on the good graces of people better off to you. Normally what I've done so far in the campaign is just sleep on the floor of whoever gets a room.
Sure. But you can have a cot if you want. Or you can sleep on the
Then
floor.
I have to
it doesn't
pay
matter.
15, and if I sleep in someone else's room on the floor, it's free.
That's true.
Where is that listed? I don't have
Well,
it.
I
on
don't
my
actually
list.
have my own crowns, but
Click on currency. Like, go to your
Have
equipment,
any-
click currency, and scroll to the bottom, and you'll see what you chose.
I know that I chose wealthy.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I chose poor.
Yeah, mine's wretched.
I think I
Mine's noble. I'm a fucking princess.
feel like I did get some crowns at some point. I just don't remember how many.
I did not get any.
We put them in as electrum or platinum.
Yeah, I put them in.
I had 500 crown when I got the thing. I don't know how much I gave to Key, though, so I have no idea how much I have left.
Threw all of them at her.
I have less than that.
I feel like I might have grabbed something.
In
from
that
my-
case, I now have 0 crowns.
Did I take any crowns when we got those bandits off the bridge?
If you did not, as a player, put crowns into your currency, you do not have them.
Then I
I
got
don't have
nothing.
any crowns. I do not have any crowns. Ugh.
Might be sleeping on the streets.
I'm absolutely not sleeping.
Key, you watch her as everyone discusses how they don't have money, just slowly gets this huge smile on her face.
So Raz, having gallivanted the globe back in the old world, knows how this works and goes up to the bartender and asks if she could have a job for the night so that she could get housing for her friends.
Theron goes to join her. He's not
That ruins the
familiar
fun
with
for
that.
Key.
So you walk up to the construct bar and you're asking for work.
Yeah, like in Skyrim when you're like, yeah, any work for me? Can I cut some wood?
Yeah. He's gonna respond back to you. All necessary functioning for the innkeeping is already being staffed by constructs.
Shit.
Could I sell you some things?
I have a warm body.
Oh, Jesus. Upon hearing that, Key is
Theron puts a
gonna,
hand on her shoulder and says, "Let's hit the pawn shop first."
Ugh.
Key's gonna go cover her mouth. No,
She's a
no.
little drunk from the garbage can.
She's not
Um,
in a high constitution roll.
So with you, how loudly do you say that, Ross?
No.
Loudly.
Okay, so with you saying that, like the three people that you were just talking to, like the three gentlemen, all kind of like look up at you and give an odd look. You see the Aeolian worker kind of like sits up, and you see him pull out a wad of crowns, and he's like just counting it.
Yeah, I
Before
wink
they-
at him.
No, before they do anything, Key's gonna be like, wait. How many beds are in the most that don't have a common bathroom?
How many
What?
beds?
In the
are
room
in the
without a
most?
common bathroom, how
Without a
many
bunkhouse?
beds?
You're talking
the
about
room-
like the bunk out with the cots.
The middle. No, not the common room, the middle one.
Oh, the middle one. So for 50, you can get a room with 2 beds. Just like a out of character, just like a hotel. You can get a single room for 25.
Okay. So Key is going to eye everyone just angrily and pull out 50 crowns and be like, one room.
For everyone.
For everyone. You guys fight over the bed.
Oh, can I come?
Yes. For all,
Excellent.
Oh,
my whole party.
Construct
One room.
says, "Thank you, half elf. Your business is appreciated here."
Ugh.
I
Theron nods a thanks to Key.
yes, thank you, dear.
And Key's just gonna like do like a derisive bow. Like
Oh my
that was just for you. I knew you'd love it.
Well, before we get some sleep, let's go to the pawn shop because apparently Key is the only one with money here.
Roz doesn't follow. She goes talk to the Julian guy.
Yeah.
I'm going over with Roz because I want to continue my conversation, and I think earlier hand flash question mark to the UL.
Sure. So you
I
guys.
was a little busy.
Yeah. So you guys just both walk over to
The human can answer.
the Ahulian worker.
Well, and the human next to him.
Well,
And
yeah.
so I can.
So the human's there and the goblin's there. So yeah, they're all just kind of like sitting there, and you guys come back. You hear the goblin say, "And that was the last time that I ever ate a fluffer powder poppy seed in my life." No one's paying attention to him. He's kind of like talking to the table, but like drinking. Yeah, you guys are now at the table with the Ahulian worker and the human.
When Roz starts talking, I'm going to hand flash that question mark or the who to UL.
Are they so they're together? Wait, the guy you're trying to talk, like, are they friends? I missed that whole part apparently.
The human and the Ahulian worker have been communicating like in a code.
They're not communicating in a code. The Ahulian worker is ciphering out a note that
Okay.
only
Wait, is this the same one that I clinked with and laughed at my joke?
Yes.
All right, yeah, because I'm trying to get some.
Yeah, so right now Key is basically cockblocking you.
Sorry, I'll
Fucking
leave.
gay.
I want to find out who this is, and then I'll go. As soon as he says whoever UL is, I leave.
Do you thieves cane it to him, or do you just ask him?
I was gonna hand.
All right, so yeah.
Who?
So without like ciphering it back, he's just gonna look up to you and he's gonna be like, "You're a smart half elf. Figure it out."
He is not in the mood for your cock blocking.
I'm gonna stick my tongue out.
Yeah.
And come back to Iceland and be like, "Did you want to go to the pawn shop?" And
I did want to go to the pawn shop, dear.
then I would say, "Be safe, Roz." And then we.
Wait. I'm gonna go over to Key before like I basically manhandle this guy into a room that he buys.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like,
That's the best way.
What
to
do
get
you need to
feedback.
know? Is what I'm gonna ask Key.
I asked him where the best place to get into the underworld for information was, but don't worry about it.
Well, I function better when I can manipulate people. So
everyone,
that's not true at all. That's not my character. No, but I'm gonna try to figure that out.
Everyone needs a little stress relief. Go have fun.
Thanks, Mom.
I meant it more in like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Mm-hmm. You're 12. You don't get to talk like that.
No, she's 20.
12. You're 12.
Oh God.
You're a baby.
You're a baby. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Didn't you used to kill elf babies? Isn't that a thing?
We don't talk about that anymore.
That was just kind of like a huge character element.
All right, let's go. Time to go. Let her go do her thing, and we're gonna.
Okay, let me go do my thing.
Take care.
Are Theron and Stumpy going to come to the pawn shop, or are they staying here?
Theron's coming too.
Yep.
Excellent.
If you guys are going to the pawn shop, because we're wrapping up, right? Because we're hitting our 3 hours. If you guys are going to the pawn shop, that's something that we will.
I want to go to the Alchemist too.
Yeah, we can do all that shopping stuff, but it's also well, I guess this is the shitty DM thing that I'm gonna do, right? Is that it's getting late, right? Like now it's probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So places are starting to close down.
Damn it. All right, we'll go to sleep. We'll go share our room.
But
Dip on the bed. Toss a coin to your healer.
Sure. Did you want to? I was gonna roll. I was still gonna role play that out with you, Roz, in case like. So you walk up to him, right?
Yeah.
What do you say to him?
Hey, you busy tonight?
He kind of he looks up at you and he's like, we're not getting paid right now, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Forget about that. It was a joke.
All right.
Bad joke.
He kind of looks you up and down. Why are you wearing ancient clothing?
I could just. We could get rid of the clothing altogether if that helps.
All right, yeah. He's like, he kind of looks at the gnome and human. He's like, all right, good night, guys, and he follows you wherever you're headed.
Nailed it.
Literally.
Not yet. Ragamuffin.
All right, so now for the next 45 minutes, we're gonna role play intricate details of how it
No,
works.
no,
sex.
no.
Just kidding.
Okay, so what happens is.
Well, what happened was. Okay. Yeah. So you guys see Roz and this Ohulian man kind of leave and go off to their own room, to a cot.
Oh
Like
god,
a
I
really
think we
good
had
room.
something.
No, they go off to his own room.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fade to
Theron-
black. Or
Theron
fade to green.
goes up to the room that we got
Okay.
and starts whittling on the quarterstaff again.
Sure.
You said everything was
Wait,
Or the
closed.
quarterstaff.
You said everything
He's
was
whittling his
closed, right?
quarterstaff.
Yes.
So Key's gonna go up to the room too because she needs to recover.
Yes,
Okay.
I also need to
You
sleep.
said that was going to take 3 nights for him to do, right?
Yeah. What
To
are you
whittle
up
his
to now?
quarterstaff?
All right, this will be the second night.
Second
God,
night.
his stamina. He's a god.
Stumpy, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go up to the bar and ask to get like a pint of the trash garbage can to go.
So the construct looks back at you. Are you sure
Yep, no problem.
you do understand that our establishment takes no liabilities for people's health?
Like, you want me to sign a waiver? Just give me fill up the bottle.
No waiver will be necessary. How many ounces? All right, so how many ounces are in a pint? A shot.
16?
A shot is what? An ounce?
Or
think
3
two.
ounces? 2 ounces?
16 ounces in a pint.
God, I'm an alcoholic.
All right, so if his 2 ounce was 3, oh god, math.
A shot is 1.5.
1.5.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay, so we're gonna make it 2 ounces, and a pint is 16, so that's 8
shots.
shots.
10.6 shots.
Jesus
6
Christ.
shots, 6, 12. So that'll
10.6.
be
10.6 shots.
whatever. It's 24 crowns.
All right,
24 crowns, and you now have a pint.
I got my new spirit rest.
Basically liquor.
24 crowns, and also your liver is crying, weeping.
Alright.
I am a seasoned alcoholic.
So you guys all walk up to the room. I'm assuming you're going to take your long rest. Reiterate, do not do your long rest until we start next game, in case some shit happens while you're trying to rest.
Well, I mean,
I'm long.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and kind of stop there. Someone in the chat asked what the stream schedule is. Arson, so we do Siege of Avalon every like Friday or so. I host a one shot that's open to everyone just about every Sunday. There is a likelihood we'll be doing a one shot this Sunday, but I still have to wait to see. There's a training I might go to. With that said, when are you guys free for